The Carolina Hurricanes as they are at PNC Arena taking on the Nashville Predators. Predators playing their 5th preseason game, and the starting goaltending matchup tonight for the Carolina Hurricanes will be Antti who came across from the Arizona Coyotes this offseason, signing a 2-year deal. He went 5-5-2 last year, and UC Saros, who put together a spectacular season for the Predators at 21-11-1, will get the nod for John Hines' team here. And welcome to the booth. We welcome everybody for watching. Trip Tracy and Chris Mason with us here. I'm Mike Maniscalco, and of course we'll have Shane Willis and Abby Labar chiming in as we get ready for preseason hockey, getting closer to the real thing. And here we go. Opening draw is won by the Predators, and they'll tip the puck into the Hurricane zone. And Carolina's Jacob Slavin promptly sends it right back on the Nashville end, where the captain for Nashville, Roman Jensen, picks it up. Red's looking to clear the zone and will be picked up by Philip Forsberg is bothered there by Brady Shea. The puck rolls into the corner. Forsberg gets it back. Backhand out in front. Shot right on. Duchesne with a chance, and they score. Ryan Johansson on the doorstep as Nashville forces the turnover. And it's Ryan Johansson cashing in, and it's 1-0 Nashville.
Well, I know this is a preseason game, but it's a big preseason for these three right here. Ryan Johansson, Matt Duchesne. They're going to carry this team offensively, and this is the thing that John Hines wants out of these guys. He wants grit. You see Philip Forsberg. He goes, digs that puck out of the corner. Matt Duchesne takes it to the net, and Ryan Johansson goes right to the blue paint, and he tucks it in right behind Raanta. That's the identity that this team plays with, and they need it from these three especially.
Well, I mean, you look at the lucrative investment in those three guys, Johansson, Duchesne, and Philip Forsberg. I mean, that was a definite difference when you look at the ultimate outcome of this series last Monday.
Absolutely. They need these guys to step up. They lost Arvidsson, Yarncroke, and Ellis. They need these guys to produce.
Now the Canes looking to see if they can get the answer. Is less than a minute in. Nashville has jumped out to the 1-0 lead. Now a sharp angle, and the dump in is Nashville. Tries to connect the dots out in front of Antti Raanta. Just missing there is rookie Philip Tomasino. Svechnikov with a puck for the Canes. And the Nashville zone. He shot right on Saros with the save. Gramlin behind the net to get to the loose puck. Nashville looking to clear. Ekholm sends it along the boards. For the Canes, they retrieve the loose puck at their blue line. Now it's Ian Cole. Quickly up. Sebastian Aho's pass to no one. And Nashville out of the zone for now. They'll just reload for the Predators as they have the opportunity to reset, complete a change. Pass misses everyone, but no icing. Bear's got to go get some help from Antti Raanta. Raanta will play it up to Ian Cole, and now Bear looks to clear. Canes get the puck to center ice, but no further. It's intercepted right there. Jeremy Davies back into the Canes zone. Carolina out to the neutral zone. Matt Benning plays the puck with a 3-foot pass. Goes no further as Rocco Grimaldi throws it back in the Canes zone. Now Bear pulls up behind the Canes net. Gets it to his defensive partner Cole, and the Canes break out. With some room right now, Jack Drury played in all 3 preseason games. Now Drury on the national net. Leaves it there for Nino Niederreiter. Niederreiter battling behind the net. Gets the puck forward for Drury. Back to Jacob Slavin. His shot deflects, and that's going to hit the referee. It's going to leave a mark. It's also going to allow Nashville to pick up the puck. Carrier throws it forward, but it's going to be on the offsides. And stopping play, and get a look at that goal.
Charlie Horse for one of the 2 officials. Ryan Johansson, Mace. It was in the end that he just scored, that Jordan Stahl fought him off and scored the dramatic overtime winner in Game 5. What are you looking for from this former first-round pick of the Blue Jackets?
Well, you mentioned Jordan Stahl, the way that he played last year in the playoffs. That Ryan Johansson is a big, strong guy. He has the ability to physically dominate hockey games. He's more of a playmaker. They want to see him shoot and go to the net a lot more. And this preseason, they played very well against Tampa. Continue that here to start this game.
Lorentz with a quick snapshot. Saros can't handle it. Loose change out in front. Canes whack at it. Still up. Still up. Steven Lorentz deposits the loose change. And Carolina with the answer. We're tied at 1.
The willingness in numbers to get to the front of the net and get there first and stay there. Steven Lorentz, who established himself in the National Hockey League last year, but with all this depth, he has a lot to play for. Jesper Foss kept the play alive. Lorentz wasn't a spectator looping around the net. The former Norris Trophy winner Roman Josi made a Vezina-like save, but Lorentz stuck with it. Look at all those red jerseys, fighting to get to the front of the net, staying there. in tying the game. What a super start here for both hockey clubs with these 2 goals early.
I don't know if the goaltenders would agree with that. Seeing my analysts tonight are both former goaltenders, but we'll take it. 1-1 here in the early goings. Thanks for joining us here on Valley Sports South. Hurricanes and Predators. Steven Lorentz looks to have the tying goal here for Carolina. Plays back at it. Dante Fabro has the puck. It goes cross ice. Nashville back in. Johansson, the goal scorer, has the puck stripped away from him by Jordan Stahl. Worked by the Canes captain, who had an outstanding regular season last year. 16 goals, 22 assists, and a pretty big goal in the playoffs as well. Now Teravainen with a shot. Snaps off of Fabro. The corner. Stahl takes a hit from Forsberg. Canes keep the puck in. Stahl has it to Teravainen. Slave to Shea at the point. Shea shot's deflected. Carolina's Brett Pesci tracks it down. Work it across for Kokiniemi. His blast is deflected away by Ekholm into the Kane zone. He's handled by Shea. Shea wraps around the boards and will be picked up by Aho. Now to center ice. Seam pass just misses Natchez. Now Benning will settle down the puck. Nashville up to the Canes blue line, where the puck will be handled by Tony DeAngelo, who the Canes signed this offseason from the New York Rangers. 1-year deal. Nashville, though, keeping some pressure on. Svechnikov has it taken away by Tolvanen. Tolvanen will exchange with Davies. Davies from a sharp angle. Now the puck will cross through the blue paint. Ronta will let it go, and Natchez will pick it up.
Boy, no shortage of talent on this line featuring Aho, Svechnikov, and Natchez.
Now Natchez leaves it for Aho, who fires a rocket over the top of Saros. Natchez gets to the puck, trying to get it to Svechnikov, but Benning intercepts. They'll glide it to the Kane zone. It'll be picked up by Ian Cole. Cole with a stretch pass. Bring that forward for Drury. Jack Drury, the rookie, played his college hockey at Harvard. Was in the Swedish League last year, where he had 30 points, 10 goals, 20 assists. Has looked apart in the 3 preseason games for the Canes. As Cole wraps it behind the net for Seth Jarvis. Jarvis's backhand pass misses everyone, and it'll be picked up by Tanner Jeannot. Now Nashville in the Kane zone. Jeannot works it around for Grimaldi. Taking a peek out front, deflected. Second opportunity there by Jeannot, and that's deflected out of play. Stopping things with 14:51 to go in the first period.
Head coach Rod Brindamore is going to love the work coming back there from first-round pick with a very high upside in Seth Jarvis. He really got back on his horse. Mace, from an opposing perspective, what do you admire most in the NHL Coach of the Year of last season?
Well, I just think I really feel his players embody who he was as a player and as a person. And I think with the social media availability that we've had, we got to see a lot of his talks in the dressing room, and they really seem to rally around the type of person and player that Rod Brindamore was. And you can see it really translates on the ice with the Hurricanes.
Great point. After Aho scored in overtime in Nashville, one of those moments where Rod was able to, on social media, wish his father, Bob Brindamore, one of the great human beings. He was able to put him on FaceTime and wish him a happy birthday after that overtime win in front of the entire team.
And you get the entire team to sing happy birthday. That's what it's all about. Now Nashville keeping the puck in, and Grimaldi stands on the shot. Puck will stay in though and bounce behind Ronta. Sessions fight with DeAngelo in the corner. Will work the puck up to the point. Canes will get a stick to it. Trying to clear to C.J. Smith, who had 2 goals the other night in the Canes' 8-5 loss to Tampa in their second preseason game. A collision right at center ice, where the Canes will take advantage of the puck. Slavin, his stretch pass just a little too far for Jesper Foss. That'll be icing on the Canes. 6 minutes gone by here in the first period. We get a look at John Hines, Chris Mason.
Well, John Hines has been here for 2 calendar seasons, but this is his first real full training camp. And last year, the emphasis was on the team's identity. Find out who we are as a team. And they wanted to be a gritty, hard-working, attention to detail defensively. And it took a while for that to translate. And last season, throughout the season, they finally were able to accomplish that feat. And now this team has an identity that they can hang their hat on, and they know who they are. So it'll be interesting to see how this team starts the season with that identity in mind.
And Mason, was really his belief in the young players with all the injuries that helped to turn the table from that standpoint.
Now Nashville with a chance on front. Ronta has to go to the post as Forsberg was sneaking in the back door, and Ronta will hold on. A big save for Ronta here early. We're tied at 1 in the first period. Philip Forsberg almost made it 2-1 Nashville. As the official bank of the Carolina Hurricanes, PNC Bank celebrates those who are taking steps every day to make our community a better place to live. Our focus on giving back is part of an ongoing commitment to customers, employees, and the communities we serve. Visit pnc.com/aboutus to learn more. PNC Bank, proud to be the official bank of the Carolina Hurricanes. PNC Bank, National Association, member FDIC.
With Advance Auto Parts, you can get the part you need from the comfort of your garage. We have a wide variety of parts in stock, and you can get them fast. Order online with Advance Same Day and get your part with same-day pickup in-store, same-day curbside, or same-day delivery. It's the fastest way to get the part you need, where you need it, when you need it. Advance your auto at Advance Auto Parts and participating CarQuest locations. See store for details.
Who doesn't want to live their most spectacular life? The new Spectacular Riches Scratch-Off from the North Carolina Education Lottery has millions of dollars in prizes with riches everywhere. So you can make bling your thing, add glide to your ride, or even glitz to your grits. Spectacular Riches with over $100 million in prizes from $100 to $10,000. Riches are everywhere. Must be 18 to play. Approximate overall odds of winning are 1 in 4.26. Problem gambling helpline 877-718-5543.
13:42 left in the first period, and we are tied here early with a goal for each team, and quite a few new faces on this Hurricanes team with a number of new NHL players joining the squad this offseason. Jacob Slavin speaking to the culture that they're joining in our Geico quote of the day. They're coming to a team that's well-grounded in who we are and how we play the game. They've got to jump on the ship and move forward with us as we continue to move towards our goal. And Tripp, you've been able to feel that presence of how these new guys have been able to fit in. During training camp, they're messing around with each other, and you can tell that they've already established a culture in that locker room.
Well, LeVar Down, good to hear your pearls, and you're absolutely right. And I happen to think that the biggest adjustment at any position with these new faces, forwards, defense, and goaltenders for Carolina, it's the defense, because Carolina pressures so much in all three zones. And that's, we're seeing Tony DeAngelo play with Slavin tonight. You may see Ethan Bear. I think it's to be determined, because there's such an adjustment with the new team, especially on the position of defense for Carolina.
As we resume play, Nashville with the draw. As the shot is hammered by Forsberg. Ronta gets the blocker to it. The Canes will take it out. And along that end, Mace, that's kind of what Nashville's identity has been forever, with that great decor, and things would start off of that. That's what the Canes have built here. I got a good one here for preseason.
This is a great start, and you're exactly right. They're absolutely built from their defensive structure, and guys like Roman Josi, I'll maybe get your thoughts on him. You have a connection to Josi, good friends with his father-in-law, but his ability, as he's doing right now, to carry the puck up the ice through the neutral zone is second to none in the league.
Now Duchesne fires a puck cross ice, trying to get it to Granlund. He's stepped into by Aho. Pesci goes behind the net to pick up the puck and gets it to the Canes centerman. Canes try to clear it, kept in at the point. Good job there by Ekholm. On the Canes net. Now Pesci has it go through his skates. Quick stick there, though, is delivered by Aho to knock it away from trouble. The opportunity for Pesci to throw it out, and he does, and the Canes will send it to center ice. Try to complete a change on defense. And they will. Slavin comes over the boards. Still on the ice, though. Carolina looking to clear, but Nashville, great job keeping the puck in. It's thrown on by Fabro in the corner. It's picked up along the boards and worked down low. Cody Glass, who came across from Vegas this year in an interesting three-team trade for the Nashville Predators, where I don't know if you want to say it's a bit of a surprise, but Ryan Ellis traded to the Philadelphia Flyers in exchange for Nolan Patrick and Philip Myers, and then the Nashville Predators go ahead and flip Patrick for Cody Glass with Vegas.
Yeah, and he's an interesting piece. He's a young player. He was 6th overall in the draft cover. He had some injuries last year with Vegas, but he's a high-skilled guy with the ability to change the game.
Now the Canes with an opportunity as Jarvis throws it out in front. And just missing on the connection there was Nino Niederreiter. Seth Jarvis, a first-round pick from 2 seasons ago, has really impressed in Canes camp so far. Nashville back into the Canes end. Jeannot will backhand one into the trapezoid area. Throws it out. Jeannot's shot deflected wide. Puck will be picked up, and quick spinning shot thrown there by Offensive. Goes back behind the net. Nashville's had good pressure here early in the game. Now Ian Cole with his long reach, tries to knock it away. It's reversed back around for Tony D'Angelo. D'Angelo and Carolina will just tip the puck into the Nashville end, but that'll make it for icing.
Seth Jarvis either makes the team or goes back to juniors, and he's going to make this very interesting. No likely he goes back to juniors, but you have the opportunity to wait 10 games before you make the decision. He finds Niederreiter. His instincts are tremendous. Talk about this Nashville chance, mate.
Yeah. And again, it's more the theme that they really need to do here in this line, the Herd line. You have Colton Sissy, Sanders, out there. It's get to the net, get pucks, get bodies there. That's how they're going to create offense as a team.
I thought the Herd line was very good in the first round of the playoffs, as I expected them to be.
Now Yossi with the puck, throws it in the slot. Stick by Dean. Cole is able to bother Philip Ford in the corner. Shane kicks at it. Well, Hansen tries to get a stick in against Drury. And John Hines definitely throws that top line out against the Canes after the icing. Now a shot deflected by Joe Hansen, but that misses the mark. Trying to clear it is Jarvis. He's pinned it. Yossi now tries to get the puck through. D'Angelo knocks it away. He picked up and hammered off the glass by Drury. This will make it for icing, and we'll get the whistle. 10:37 to go here in the first.
Well, let's look at many new faces at all positions. Two new goaltenders. Freddie Anderson a week ago. Boy, was he ever calm against Tampa. I would think he'll be the opening night starter. Jesperi Kotkaniemi, he is going to play the wing with Jordan Stahl. I think that's going to be terrific. And defensemen, D'Angelo, Cole, and Ethan Bear. Your thoughts from his time in the Western Hockey League about Antti Raanta? Obviously, he's had trouble staying healthy, but he's been supreme when he has been healthy in his career, mates.
Yeah, I think that's his biggest issue with his career, but I really like the way he plays. You talk about calm, cool, collected. He's very athletic. Again, not the biggest guy in the league, but he's very efficient in that net. Another fellow Finn that we see a lot of these guys come over, and he was a very solid goaltender for the Coyotes. He had the Preds number for a lot of years, so it's nice to see him slide over to the east.
Now Nashville keeping the pressure on Antti Raanta and the Canes, but Carolina's finally able to get the puck into the neutral zone and complete part of the change. Drury and Niederreiter and Jarvis were on the ice for quite a while.
All these excellent Finnish goaltenders going back, among others, to Base's former teammate, who was the first star in his last game against Carolina, Pecorino.
Yeah, they must have a goalie factory over there or something.
They're doing something right. I certainly should have gotten my tutelage there. Or from you.
No,
you were just fine.
Are you kidding me?
I should have grown up in Helsinki.
I was just trying to hang on for as many years as I could. That's about
He did more than hang on, Mace. Now the Canes putting the puck into the Nashville zone. Kotkaniemi right on cue with the puck. He'll work it to Teravainen. Big slap shot by Slavin right on, and Saros makes the save. Now Bear trying to thread the needle, but the pass is intercepted. Coming back the other way, it's Davies. Davies across 2-on-1 shot, and the save made there as Raanta slides across, taking that one away from Afanasayev. The 2-on-1 developed quickly there for Nashville. Now the puck back to the center ice. The Canes just flip it into the Predator zone.
Well, time and place. Ethan Bear getting used to a new team. He tried to force a pass. That creates the counter. You have to make sure you have support and try that pass.
Now it's Natchez getting a stick to it. Pesci calmly gets it to Svechnikov, lays it for Aho. Aho tries to go around Yossi and company. This will get the puck in deep, and then a big hit delivered by Natchez on Carrier. Now a sharp angle shot by Shea. Natchez with a rebound, setting it up in the slot. Pesci wrists one. That's right on. Saros handles that easily, and the puck goes forward. It'll be handled by Tanner Jeannot. Puck finds its way to Cody Glass in the Canes zone. Carolina, though, with a stick. Svechnikov tipping it forward. Using that long reach, but he'll lose the handle, and Matthias Ekholm will handle the puck for Nashville. 8:25 to go here in the first period. If you blinked, you missed 2 goals. 2 minutes and 38 seconds. Nashville on the board first. 27 seconds in, the Canes answered about 2 minutes and 11 seconds later. Johansson and Lorentz, the goal scorers here so far this evening, but it's calmed down since that breakneck pace. Carolina deflecting the puck into the Nashville zone. Lorentz is chased. He'll come up with it. He was overskated there by Ekholm. Turning it back around, kept in at the point. The shot is wired. Saros is able to get a glove to it, knock it to the corner. Handled by Duchesne. Duchesne will send it to Ekholm. And a quick out. Now it's Duchesne knocking it down into the Canes zone. Duchesne working a little weave. Now he'll lose an edge. Davies throwing the puck around where Johansson bats it across. Will be settled by Benning. That's in the corner with Forsberg will have. Tries to step away from Shea. Forsberg Stick work there as he gets the pass a little too hard for Benning. It'll come out of the zone, and the Canes can get some new players, and Nashville will do the same.
I call Forsberg gangs in New York. Daniel Day-Lewis.
Oh, that's a healthy stash there.
Oh, my gosh.
That's got to be up there.
A duster.
A duster.
I wonder, we'll figure out the mustache wax later as Nino Niederreiter streaking down the left wing. Backhand chance. That deflects just wide. Saros had to be ready for that. Seth Jarvis takes a tough shove along the boards and sends it across where Jack Drury will get it. Drury. The Niederreiter deflects it out in front. Saros gets a stick to it. Puck will be settled down and flipped up high. Tolman into the Canes zone. Carolina quickly back to Niederreiter into the Nashville zone. He sends it down low. Jarvis trying to interchange with Drury. Drury picks it up, sends it back for Bear. Bear takes a look. He'll wrist one. Saros with a save. Rebound chance by Jarvis, and he'll just sweep that wide. Carolina keeping it in. Bear surveying the scene again. Another shot right on. Saros with the save, still loose, and now Saros will get the glove on that. Stop and play with 6:31 here in the first period. Hurricanes and Predators tied at 1.
Don't let just any home improvement contractor into your home. Get a trusted referral from Find It Duke, where pros in our network are insured, background checked, and inspected to deliver top quality work that meets our high standards. To find a better contractor, turn to Find It Duke. From heating and cooling pros to plumbers, electricians, and more. Get a free contractor referral at finditduke.com.
Hey, Michael Moon here with Edwards Incorporated. We're still here and ready to exceed your expectations with the very best in industrial construction, fabrication, pipe fabrication, field services, and crane rental. As always, we will take every precaution to ensure the safety of our team, our clients, and our community. Now more than ever, I could not be more proud of the Edwards team and our can-do attitude, delivering the critical support that you need and have come to expect from Edwards Incorporated. We're here for you at edwardsinc.com.
In the time before AT&T Fiber Internet.
What? What are you doing in me dungeon?
It's the only place where the bloody Wi-Fi works.
Oh, and you don't mind the spiders?
Spiders? What spiders? Oh no, they're everywhere! Oh!
In the time after AT&T Fiber Internet.
It's nice having fast, reliable Wi-Fi in the whole house. For sure.
The dawn of a better internet era with AT&T Fiber.
Limited availability in select areas. Check eligibility at att.com/getfiber. AT&T Smart Wi-Fi extenders may be required. Sold separately. Restrictions apply.
In Raleigh, first-round pick Seth Jarvis. He goes to the front of the net, and then his tremendous offensive instincts take over. Watch what he does here, playing on a line with Jack Drury and Nino Niederreiter. I think it's been Carolina's best line here in the first period. He is fearless to go to the front. Look at him legally on top of the paint. Mace, what are you seeing here?
Well, I think that's the key, is if you're going to score on UC Saros, you have to get to the paint. And here's another example of that. And you can see Roman Josi in front holding off Jarvis, but Jarvis' willingness to go to that area, Roman Josi had to be sharp to allow Saros to cover that puck. So good sequence there by the Hurricanes. Good cover up there by Saros, with Josi allowing him the time to do so.
Now the face-off to the left of Saros by the Canes. The pass is slapped through the zone, and Natchez just could not connect. And the rebound comes out to Tomasino. Flips it in on Ronta. Carolina. See Tony D'Angelo pick it up behind his own net. Now Slavin with it. And one thing about Jarvis, he showed that he could play with older players last year. Now Aho and the Canes right back in. Natchez with a backhand chance that Saros had to be hugging the post for. It's kept in by D'Angelo. D'Angelo to Svechnikov. Svechnikov bothered by Fabro. Carolina works the puck across, shot right on, and Saros blockers that to the corner. Slavin will pick it up from Svechnikov, but it'll be a bouncing puck. Granlund will get to it, not out. Kept in D'Angelo. Looking across the ice. Natchez back up top. Slavin shot. That'll be deflected off of Ekholm, and Nashville will just send this the length of the ice. No icing. It's waved off. So D'Angelo and Carolina Hurricanes have to regroup. 5:25 to go here in the first period. Shots on goal 12 for the Canes, 7 for the Predators, 1-1 on the scoreboard.
Both teams getting pucks and bodies to the front of the net. Boy, Mace, you mentioned Josi. Nice box out he had on Seth Jarvis, and you mentioned my close relationship with his father-in-law, Drew Ottaway. His wife, his better half, Ellie, I call her Elzo Josi. She's watching in Nashville right now, where he overachieved.
They're both, that's a pretty good-looking couple. And
yeah, no
beautiful baby now. And,
yeah.
you called
Luca, the great Luca.
Yeah, you called me on at a golf course.
Yes, actually. I did.
one time. And
trying to find my game.
We had a good conversation there, and I believe he'll be in town on Saturday.
Yeah, Drew Ottaway, he will be there Saturday to take in the afternoon game and then take in the Rolling Stones at Bridgestone on Saturday night. Sorry, though, Mick Jagger's a big Caniac. I don't know if you know that, Bruce.
Just wonder where Mick is in Nashville.
He'll be wearing gold that night.
Either way, we know that he'll tell everybody to get off of his cloud. Now we move along. Nashville in control of the puck. I can go like lyric for lyric for the Stones with you guys if you want to do that, but we got a hockey game to call, and now it's Teravainen throwing it for Kokiniemi. Bouncing puck, though, goes over the Hurricanes winger stick. Nashville coming back the other way with speed. It's Trennan. He puts a shot right onto the skates, and Ronta makes the save. Rebound is corralled by Nashville. Teravainen can't get to it. Carrier does, though. Behind net takes a shove from Kokiniemi. He's able to get it to Sissons. Sissons being marked there by Slavin. Throws one out in front. That hits Trennan's skate and goes wide. Masaya will have it deflected by Trennan right on. And Ronta makes the save. The puck goes into the corner. Now Trennan cycling. He'll just float one out front. That's deflected down by Sissons. It'll go just a little wide. And Carolina will pick up the loose puck. Kokiniemi has to stop and turn, and will give the puck right back to Kokiniemi. Takes a look, thinking about a long pass to Slavin. Thinks better about it. Now the Canes inch their way out. Teravainen across the blue line into the Nashville zone. His pass is intercepted by Ekholm. Ekholm throws it to the red line. No further is Ethan Bears there for Carolina. Now Ian Cole tracks down the loose puck.
I like the decision of playing Kokiniemi with Jordan Stahl and Teuvo Teravainen. If that sticks, because it will teach him the complete nature of the game. Lesser responsibility playing wing than he played center for Montreal.
Niederreiter throwing the puck into the Nashville zone. He has it. Niederreiter stops. Throws it to the point with Bear as it tipped past him by Jeannot. Cole is able to quickly throw it back up front for Jarvis. Jarvis using his body to walk in, and the puck rolls on Seth Jarvis and goes just wide of the Nashville net. Seth Jarvis showing absolutely no fear here in his first two preseason games with the Carolina Hurricanes. That first-round pick that he got in the trade with the Toronto Maple Leafs where they picked up Patrick Marleau. His contract. Now a shot put on by Grimaldi that Ronta bodies it to the corner. Canes will clear.
Well, look at that play. Seth Jarvis obviously driving to the net, but Dante Fabro's a guy that they're going to want to lean on a little more. He's been a little bit up and down the last couple seasons, but one of the things in his game that they're looking for is that physicality and that grit. And that play right there, Jarvis dropped the shoulder, but Fabro stepped right into him to disrupt his chance.
Chance developing for Nashville as the shot is hammered right on by Tolvanen. Ronta with the save. Puck stays in. They work at the blue line to do that as it's wrapped back around the net. Carolina will get to it, though. Aho through the neutral zone. Aho lays it for Natchez. Natchez spinning. They'll work it across for Pesce. Pesce for Shea. Shea takes a look down low, trying to get it to Svechnikov. Natchez will get to the loose puck to Aho. He'll take a shove from Benning. Natchez will take a hard hit behind the net as well. Pesce, though, gets to the puck. Natchez will pat one out in front, and Saros will glove that and hang on. And we've got some words and shoves. Saros smartly gets out of that fracas.
And Mace and I are doing the same thing in the booth right now.
That's okay, boys. I'm here for you with that, at least as far as the size goes. Seth Jarvis almost got the Canes in the lead. 1:45 left in the first, tied at 1. Canes fans, it's hockey season, and no matter how you catch the action, you'll be going top shelf when you enjoy the game with Woodbridge by Robert Mondavi. When you open up a bottle of Woodbridge wine, it's sure to be a game winner. Woodbridge has the smooth, fruit-forward flavors that have been a game day tradition for over 40 years. Find Woodbridge near you online at orderwoodbridge.com and add this fan favorite to your lineup today. Woodbridge by Robert Mondavi, a proud partner of the Carolina Hurricanes. Please enjoy our wines responsibly. Woodbridge Winery, Acampo, California.
Hey Hurricanes fans, no matter how you celebrate game day, it's all about the food. And Harris Teeter has everything you need. Delicious subs and wraps, fresh hot store-made pizza, all sizes of party platters or ready-to-serve wing trays, just to name a few. Plus, with Harris Teeter fuel points, you can earn free fuel with every purchase you make, up to $1 off per gallon. Stop at your Harris Teeter for great savings on all your game day needs, or download the HT app to order ahead. Harris Teeter, where Hurricanes fans shop for groceries.
Have you ever caught a t-shirt that fell from the rafters at PNC or shot out of Stormy's air cannon? Hurricanes alum Shane Willis here, and I know that it is always a big part of every Hurricanes home game, and it's all thanks to Raleigh Screen Print, a family-owned and operated business that will beat any online website price for bulk orders. That's right, unbeatable prices and designs on your everyday t-shirt or high-performance sporting apparel. Raleigh Screen Print has exactly what you need. To see all they can provide and get your unbeatable price quote, visit RaleighScreenPrint.com today.
Coming up Saturday afternoon, the Hurricanes and Predators will close out the preseason, and we're not trading Chip Tracy. He will actually be in the Predators booth on Saturday afternoon at 4 o'clock when the Canes and Preds wrap this up. The way that Chris Mason is in our booth here tonight with full passion.
Oh, full passion. And I can't wait. Right now I'm getting bounced between Mike and Trip up here. We can't wait to do the same with you with Big Bill, Willie Donick.
Oh, Big Bill.
Here. Yeah.
Yep.
So we're looking forward to that.
Lindsay Rowley, a former member of our television team,
yes.
the great Cara Hammer. And I'll get to see Terry Crisp. I mean, I remember I was on hand way back when for Nashville's first ever win at Bridgestone back in the late 90s.
Pesci with a shot, and that's easily detected by Saros. He'll catch that. And Willie, I will do my best to wrangle these two guys in for Saturday, but you're going to be on your own once the puck drops.
We're just getting warmed up here.
Is Big Bill doing his prep right now?
Oh, yeah, 100%. Is he? Yeah, I gotta give him a shout out. He's my boy. I know he's watching right now, so we look forward to getting back, and that'll be our first game together, so looking forward to that as well.
Now we have 90 seconds left here in the first period as the puck goes into the Cane zone. That's going to be offside and icing against the Nashville Predators. You can call either one. It'll be icing, so the draw comes back in the Pred zone.
I believe the Canes are going to play quite a young lineup on Saturday afternoon. Look at the Preds. I mean, this is practically a National Hockey League roster. Why do you think that John Hines decided to go that way here in the preseason on the road?
I think, like you said, it could be the last dresser here for a lot of these guys. He's got a lot of lineup decisions. You know, you have Phil Tomasino, Igor Afanasyev, guys that are really fighting for that lineup spot. However, this roster will be constructed on opening night. This game, I feel, has a lot to do with it because of the talent that the Hurricanes put out there.
Afanasyev, easy for me to say, I'll get it down the third period. 3 goals already in the preseason. 6'4", big body part of that Herb line. Is now there's a penalty coming up, and that is a cross-checking penalty against Matt Duchene. He's not too happy about that, but that is the crackdown this year in the National Hockey League.
Which I think is tremendous by the NHL.
Penalty, number 95, commence the cross-checking.
And from what I've watched so far in the preseason, granted it's a limited sample size, right-hand portion of your screen, habitually I think players have already adjusted. I haven't seen many cross-checks. I think about it was actually against Nashville. Vincent Trocheck was injured for a considerable period of time on a cross-check. So, Mace, I'm a big fan because players will adjust.
It is a powerball power play for the Canes as Nashville ices it. But your thoughts, though, Chris, about we're going to expect to see this crackdown in the league.
Yeah, exactly. And it's for the safety of the players, as you mentioned there, Chip. And I think that's important. I think all the guys are on board, and they do adjust quickly. You haven't seen as many as maybe I expected in the preseason.
Totally agree.
Now the Canes trying to establish their power play as Tony DeAngelo paws the puck down at the blue line. Get it across to Jarvis. Jarvis in that Vincent Trocheck spot here tonight for the Carolina Hurricanes. DeAngelo, good work to keep the puck in, throws it across wide. But nobody's there except for the Nashville Predators. Send us the link to the ice. 30 seconds left here in the first period. Matt Duchene is in the box for cross-checking. Canes Aho to Svechnikov. Cross ice. A little too hard for Jarvis, but Aho's getting to it. Now still loose in the slot. Svechnikov tracks it down. Back to the point, too far for Pesci. Now there's a lane. Does Janot have the step? Throws one right on, and Ronta calmly makes the left pad save.
There are very few players that could even get back to minimize that chance, like a galloping Brett Pesci.
Now just 3 seconds left here in the first period, and the first 20 minutes will come to a close. Well, it's been an exciting first period here, and Steven Lorenz, who is always excited, will be our first period intermission guest as he will talk with Abby Labar. We'll talk about a possible Predators-Hurricanes rivalry brewing, or is it full brewed? Well, that coming up as the Carolina Hurricanes and Nashville Predators after 20 minutes. You get an early goal from Nashville. But the Carolina Hurricanes got an answer. The goal scorer, Steven Lorenz, will talk about that coming up after 20 minutes. Hurricanes and Predators tied at 1.
Green Horizon 1 Hour needs technicians who aren't looking for a job. 'Cause you're friendly and humble. Who loves kids and their pets.
You know what it means to be a family.
Family always comes first.
Since you can get a job anywhere,
why not join our family at Green Horizon?
Be respected for your talent and hard work.
Make up to $100,000 plus a year.
Health and retirement benefits, paid vacation.
It's a career with the future.
Go to greenhorizon.com and inquire today.
It's bow time. The new Bo's Chicken Sandwich isn't just any chicken sandwich. We took our time perfecting this bold season hand-breaded certified Southern powerhouse. Pile that big league buttered milk crunch with crispy pickles and creamy mayo for a chicken sandwich so good, Nana will forget her table manners. Try the new Bo's Chicken Sandwich for $3.99. It's bow time.
Bo's new chicken sandwich is so good. Boldly seasoned, hand-breaded, topped off with crispy pickles and creamy mayo. It's everything you've been craving in a chicken sandwich. And all of that flavor is just $3.99. That's right, $3.99. What are you waiting for? Dine in, drive through, take out, or get it delivered. Bo's new chicken sandwich. A certified Southern powerhouse. It's bow time.
First Intermission brought to you by PNC Bank. Alec Campbell with you here inside PNC Arena. 1-1 the score between the Canes and the Nashville Predators here in preseason game number 3. Poor start for the Hurricanes. They got scored on the first shift of the game. Brady Shea and Brett Pesce switching on the rush. Jordan Stahl on the back check. Didn't pick up Matt Duchene as he went to the net. And Duchene found Ryan Johansson down low for the goal just to the right of the crease. That was 27 seconds into the first period. So a bad start for Carolina. They did get it back shortly after that. Good individual efforts from Steven Lorentz and Jesper Fast to get pucks to the net. Lorentz able to come up with a rebound goal to tie it up. Canes settled in a little bit after that. One penalty in the period. The Hurricanes will have 48 seconds left on a power play when they return. Seth Jarvis active in the period, creating a couple of scoring chances, and we saw him on power play unit number 1 as well. So some interesting stuff from the Hurricanes in period number 1. But they were competitive, all except for the first shift of the game, obviously, but they were able to answer and get it back. But there is room to grow in this hockey game. We'll see if they can get one on the power play and take a lead on fresh ice when they come back in the second period. Lots to come here in the first intermission. Going to hear a couple of player interviews. We're going to hear from Jack Drury and Seth Jarvis, who are playing on a line together tonight. We'll get first period stats, full NHL scoreboard. We will take a quick break, and we'll return with the first period highlights next.
Canes fans, it's hockey season, and no matter how you catch the action, you'll be going top shelf when you enjoy the game with Woodbridge by Robert Mondavi. When you open up a bottle of Woodbridge wine, it's sure to be a game winner. Woodbridge has the smooth, fruit-forward flavors that have been a game day tradition for over 40 years. Find Woodbridge near you online at orderwoodbridge.com and add this fan favorite to your lineup today. Woodbridge by Robert Mondavi, a proud partner of the Carolina Hurricanes. Please enjoy our wines responsibly. Woodbridge Winery, Acampo, California. PNC Bank believes that how you handle overdraft should be in your control, not just your bank's. That's why we created Low Cash Mode, the new financial watch-out that gives you multiple options and at least 24 hours of extra time to help avoid overdraft fees. Low Cash Mode, available with Virtual Wallet, gives you options and extra time to help avoid overdraft fees. Learn more at pnc.com/lowcashmode. PNC Bank, proud to be the official bank of the Carolina Hurricanes. PNC Bank, National Association, member FDIC.
Hey Hurricanes fans, no matter how you celebrate game day, it's all about the food. And Harris Teeter has everything you need. Delicious subs and wraps, fresh hot store-made pizza, all sizes of party platters or ready-to-serve wing trays, just to name a few. Plus, with Harris Teeter fuel points, you can earn free fuel with every purchase you make, up to $1 off per gallon. Stop at your Harris Teeter for great savings on all your game day needs, or download the HT app to order ahead. Harris Teeter, where Hurricanes fans shop for groceries.
First intermission brought to you by PNC Bank. Canes and Preds tied 1-1 after 20 minutes. It's time for the first period highlights brought to you by Spectrum Paint. Preds on the board just 27 seconds into the first period. First shift of the game Matt Duchene feeding Ryan Johansson to the right of the crease, and he punched it home for the 1-0 lead.
Forsberg, bothered there by Brady Shea. The puck rolls into the corner. Forsberg gets it back, backhand out front, shot right on. Duchene with a chance, and they score! Ryan Johansson on the doorstep as Nashville forces the turnover, and it's Ryan Johansson cashing in, and it's 1-0 Nashville.
A little more than 2 minutes later, the Hurricanes answered. Steven Lorentz shot rebounded to Jesper Fast. Mad scramble in front. Lorentz able to stuff home the third or fourth chance to tie the game at 1.
This preseason, they played very well against Tampa. Continue that here to start this game.
Lorentz with a quick snapshot. Saros can't handle it. Loose change out front. Kane's whack at it. Still up. Still up. Steven Lorentz deposits the loose change. And Carolina with the answer. We're tied at 1.
Canes looking to take a lead a little bit later on. Ethan Bear and Seth Jarvis looking to create a chance and score a goal, but UC Saros gloving it out of midair to keep the score tied.
Carolina quickly back to Niederreiter into the Nashville zone. Sends it down low. Jarvis trying to interchange with Drury. Drury picks it up, sends it back for Bear. Bear takes a look. He'll wrist one. Saros with the save. Rebound chance by Jarvis, and he'll just sweep that wide. Carolina keeping it in. Bear surveying the scene to get another shot right on. Saros with the save. Still loose, and now Saros will get the glove on that.
And so that's how it all happened in period number 1. It all adds up to a 1-1 tie after 20 minutes between the Carolina Hurricanes and the Nashville Predators. We'll check in with a couple of brand new Hurricanes playing in their first NHL preseason. Jack Drury and Seth Jarvis join us next.
Professional cuts at home are easy with the Conair Man Metalcraft High Performance Clipper. With razor-sharp Japanese steel blades and pro-grade power, cutting your hair with this must-have precision tool is much more than maintenance. It's Metalcraft. Transform your daily grooming from routine to ritual with the clipper that mixes metal, power, and performance. Respect the ritual. Get your Metalcraft High Performance Clipper and shop the full Metalcraft collection of precision grooming tools at ConairMetalcraft.com.
So the dream was to build your very own law practice. Be your own boss, call all the shots. But have things like billing, HR, timekeeping, and all the other management stuff turned your dream into a nightmare? Take charge of your practice with Lexicon. We're the intersection of practice management software and legal support services for your firm. You'll get more billable and livable hours back. Lexicon marks the spot for all your practice management needs. Visit lexiconservices.com/intersection to get the whole story or schedule a demo.
First Intermission brought to you by PNC Bank. Alec Campbell back with you here inside PNC Arena. Canes and Predators tied 1-1 after 20 minutes of play. One good thing about the preseason, we get a good look at some of the new guys in the building. Jack Drury and Seth Jarvis are both new guys playing in their first preseasons with the Carolina Hurricanes. Drury playing in his third consecutive preseason game, and he's been pretty good so far. Getting a long look from this coaching staff. Our own Dennis Cox able to catch up with Jack Drury after the morning skate today.
He's a great guy. I think we've got a lot of good people in the organization. I think you look from the top on down. I think all the prospects, we've got to spend a lot of time together, and we've had a good amount of fun together.
How about Seth? You guys getting along pretty good?
Yeah, I think all of us, we got a good core of the prospects that got to go to that tournament together and been at camp for a while together now. And I think we've gotten to have a lot of meals together and a lot of laughs. And I think, Jameson, Seth, Ryan, all really good dudes and funny guys.
How have you taken a liking to Raleigh so far? We haven't been around too much, but you enjoying it?
Yeah, I got to come a few weeks before rookie camp to work out with Billy here, and great golf. I love the area. I've got a couple family friends here that I've been able to see, and I really enjoyed it.
So being in the lineup tonight, mostly a full NHL lineup tonight, both for Nashville and for you all, are you excited to be playing against and with guys that are regulars?
Yeah, 100%. I think it'll be a good atmosphere tonight. Kind of the longer you build, the more excitement you can feel in the building, and I think just stay in the present moment, play good every shift, and have fun.
What do you feel like you need to work on most to be at this level consistently?
I think probably just keep the quickness up. I think I've developed it a lot over the last couple of years, but keep getting the first couple steps quicker. You look at all the best players out there, especially on the Canes. Those first 3 steps create separation. That's huge for them.
I know Rod's always talking about stopping and starting constantly all the time. Speaking of Rod, what's the Rod Brindamore face-off school been like for you so
It's
far?
been awesome. I got a little help this morning, so we'll see how it pays off tonight. But you also look at all the centers here, very strong on face-offs. So just being able to watch them, watch their process, learn a little bit from it, add it to my own, helps a lot.
Any last thoughts for tonight in terms of what you expect from yourself?
No, I think just play hard. I got 2 great line mates. Being with Nino will be a lot of fun, and got to play with Jarvie a bit now. So just go out there, play physical, play hard. All Rod and the coaches ask for is that you play your hardest. So we'll do that and have a lot of fun.
I think your family's friends with Tripp, right?
Yes.
What's it like having him around all the time?
Honestly, it's awesome. I mean, we've been texting a lot back and forth over the last couple of years, and to finally be around him and get to see him face to face is a lot of fun. So it's been awesome seeing him.
All right, so there's Canes center Jack Drury. Nothing like the old horn sounding down in the tunnel in the middle of an interview. It wouldn't be an interview after Canes practice unless you get that happen to you. Good news hearing from him about all the golf. He's in a good locker room from that. Of course, we're in the mecca of golf here in North Carolina. And also the face-off stuff with Jack Drury as well. He's been 60% in the face-off circle through 2 games. And the Rod Brindamore effect likely is very influential on a lot of these guys, because the Hurricanes over the last couple of seasons have been a very good face-off team. Jack Drury has also scored a goal already in this preseason. Did it against Tampa in their first preseason game, and he's registered a team-high 4 blocked shots, at least up to the start of tonight's game. So a really good start for Jack Drury so far in this season. Playing on the line tonight with Seth Jarvis, and you heard him talk about the relationship that he is forming and building with a lot of the other Canes prospects, Jamison Reese being one of them. Those guys seem to get along really well, connected on a goal on Friday night. Not Friday night, but last Tuesday in their first preseason game, and then playing again tonight with Seth Jarvis. So Drury has been a bright spot for Carolina in terms of prospects as this preseason has gone along, and getting a nice long look from Carolina here, playing in his 3rd straight preseason game. I don't think any of the other prospects have gotten that kind of a look. He'll probably end up in the AHL, but hopefully up in the NHL soon. All right, good stuff from Dennis Cox. Plenty more to come. We're going to take a look at an NHL scoreboard and also first period stats. That's when we return after this from your local stations on the Carolina Hurricanes Radio Network.
Don't let just any home improvement contractor into your home. Get a trusted referral from Find It Duke, where pros in our network are insured, background checked, and inspected to deliver top quality work that meets our high standards. To find a better contractor, turn to Find It Duke. From heating and cooling pros to plumbers, electricians, and more. Get a free contractor referral at finditduke.com.
Adam Gold with my friends at the Aluminum Company of North Carolina on Hamlin Road in Durham. Patrick Day is here. We're over at my in-laws the other day, and they were commenting that their other form of gutter protection just has the leaves laying on it, and they still have to get up on a ladder. That doesn't happen with the gutter helmet.
The gutter helmet is pitched to whatever your roof pitch is, so the leaves just slide right on off. These ones that are sitting flat on top of the roof, you can see leaves just piled up on top of them. Gutter helmet has a lifetime warranty. Never clean your gutters again. We come out and inspect the gutters, inspect your fascia. We can do fascia repairs, rotten wood repairs, and then get you set up so you don't have to get on a ladder.
You said something about fascia. How important is it to make sure that's good?
That's super important. You don't want to put a gutter protection up on top of rotten wood. Nobody wants their house rotting. So one of the things that's nice about the Aluminum Company, we're a one-stop shop. We don't just do gutters. We can do fascia repairs. If you have structural repairs, it doesn't matter. Whatever you got going on the outside of the house, we can take care of it.
That's Patrick Day from the Aluminum Company of North Carolina, 800-672-4348, aluminumcompany.com. No place like it.
First intermission brought to you by PNC Bank, Canes and Predators, top 1-1. Alec Campbell with you here inside PNC Arena. And it's time to take a look at an NHL scoreboard before we get to the statistics. There are a bunch of games happening throughout the NHL tonight. Islanders shutting out the Flyers 2-0 at the end of the first period. Panthers with a 1-0 lead over the Lightning, end of the first period there. Sabres lead the Penguins 2-0 end of the first. Maple Leafs 3-2 over the Canadiens end of the first. Got a few games tonight. Stars hosting the Blues at 8 o'clock. Golden Knights in Colorado to face the Avalanche at 9 o'clock. Kraken on the road to face the Canucks at 10. And the Kings home for the Coyotes at 10:30. Let's take a look at some of the statistics through one period of play here. Shots on goal, 14-13 in favor of Nashville. Hits in favor of Nashville, 14-9. Faceoffs go to the Predators as well, 9-6. And only one power play in the game so far. Canes with the lone power play. They've still got 48 seconds remaining with the man advantage when they return on fresh ice in the second period. Carolina Hurricanes season ticket memberships start as low as $20 per game and include the lowest ticket rates, exclusive access, and benefits reserved only for season ticket members. To learn more about becoming a full season 22-game or 11-game flex plan member today, visit hurricanes.com/season tickets. So it's 1-1 here at PNC Arena. Ryan Johansson, the goal scorer for Nashville, and the Hurricanes tied it up with a goal by Steven Lorentz. And that's where we stand. Canes back on the power play. Mike Maniscalco and Trip Tacey return for the drop of the puck in period number 2 next.
Have you ever caught a t-shirt that fell from the rafters at PNC or shot out of Stormy's air cannon? Hurricanes alum Shane Willis here, and I know that it is always a big part of every Hurricanes home game, and it's all thanks to Brawley Screen Print, a family-owned and operated business that will beat any online website price for bulk orders. That's right, unbeatable prices and designs on your everyday t-shirt or high-performance sporting apparel. Brawley Screen Print has exactly what you need. To see all they can provide and get your unbeatable price quote, visit BrawleyScreenPrint.com today.
There's never been a better time to switch to Spectrum Mobile. You could save hundreds of dollars on your mobile bill. Plus, there are no added taxes, hidden fees, and no contracts. Try the Spectrum Mobile Savings Calculator today, and in 3 easy steps, you'll see how much you could save by switching. Visit SpectrumMobile.com/save. Spectrum Internet required. Savings may vary. Restrictions apply. Visit SpectrumMobile.com/save for details.
What's up? This is Riley. And a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A Grilled Chicken Club sandwich is the Applewood bacon. It's savory, and then it's also kind of sweet. And I think the combination of bacon with chicken and Colby Jack cheese, it just really knocks it out of the park.
Hey, I'm Tanea. A little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A Grilled Chicken Club sandwich is the chicken. It's so juicy. It's grilled to perfection. I'm going to devour this sandwich.
Order the Grilled Chicken Club sandwich on the Chick-fil-A app today. Real guests paid for their testimonials.
Entertaining first period, and Seth Jarvis was all over it. Carolina's first-round pick a couple years ago, playing on a line with Nido-Niederreiter, Jack Drury. His offensive instincts, his ability to get to the front of it. That's a battle with a Norris Trophy winner in Roman Josi. I mean, he looked completely confident, had a couple of good back-checking defensive sequences. He could make things very, very interesting. A player that either makes the NHL roster, could stay 10 games, or goes back to junior. He is already a difference maker, at least in NHL preseason play.
And there is second period action underway, and Jarvis is starting on the power play here as the Canes have 48 seconds of power play time carrying over from that first period.
Yeah, well, what I see from Seth Jarvis is a guy who wants to make this team. You see his ice time right there. That's on pace for over 19 minutes of hockey as a forward. He is going to make life difficult, which is a good thing for Rod Brindamore, as we just saw there. So this is a guy who's on a mission.
And your former general manager in Atlanta, you played for Don Waddell.
Yes, I did.
You want to make these decisions really, really tough. There was a guy way back when in Pittsburgh, 2006 first-round pick, that was supposed to go back to juniors, but gave them no choice, the Penguins, but to keep him. That guy was Jordan Stahl.
Along with Trip Tracy, Chris Mason on loan from Nashville here tonight, and Abby LeBar and Shane Willis. Thanks for joining our outstanding Valley Sports South crew. And Canes trying to take advantage of some fresh ice here with 20 seconds left on the power play, but Nashville doing a great job sending the puck deep into the Canes zone, and it'll be picked up by Grimaldi. Grimaldi being worked over by Teuvo Teravainen along the boards. Now it's Granlund throwing the puck in the corner, taking more seconds off of the clock here, and just 5 seconds remaining for Carolina. One last rush up the ice for Tony DeAngelo. So we'll wire it into the Nashville zone. Johansson plays it behind the net, but good work by Jesper Foss to knock the puck to the captain, Jordan Stahl. The bouncing puck will find its way out, and a 2-on-1 possible is Yossi. Throws one out in front for Johansson. Ronta has to make the save. Rebound comes out. Duchesne throws it back for Carrier. Carrier loses the puck along the boards to Brady Shea. Shea will backhand one out just to the Nashville blue line. Forsberg will pick it up for the Predators. Striding into the game zone. Leaves it for Yossi. Yossi watched by Kokaniemi. Now it's Johansson. Throwing it behind the Canes net where Duchesne tries to sidestep Pesce. Duchesne, good stick work. Goes to Benning. His long shot. Misses the mark. To be picked up by Forsberg. Forsberg now cycling at the top of the rings. Goes to Benning. His backhand chance is deflected by Duchesne, but wide. Now he's got a joust with Foss and Kokaniemi. If Foss can't come up with a puck, Forsberg will beat him to it. Good play by Shea. Cut off any chance there for Nashville, and the Canes just flipped this one out to the Nashville blue line. 2 minutes gone by here in the second period. 1-1 hockey game. Jesper Foss trying to get the puck in the Nashville zone. Instead it squirts out and loading it up, and a shot right out on the rebound as Ronta makes the save, and the follow-up chance is put on by Tomasino, and Ronta makes the save. And as we take a look at the Nashville Predators bench, we know that you've got John Hines behind the bench, but there is a familiar face missing as assistant coach Todd Richards suffered a heart attack this week, but Mace, we've gotten good reports that Coach Richards is at home recovering, and hopefully we can see him back behind the bench soon.
Yes, it's always scary to hear that word, and by all reports from Todd himself, he sent a group text out to the staff and everything. He's okay, he's at home, he's recovered, and if you know him and hockey people, he'll be back as soon as he's well and healthy.
Oh, what a terrific hockey man he is. What a benefit for Nashville on the hockey side of things. A two-time head coach in Columbus and Minnesota to complement John Hines' staff.
And again, our thoughts for a speedy recovery to see Coach Richards back here. Now a penalty is coming up behind the play as tonight's officials have not been too busy as Marty Natchez is heading to the box, and we'll get the call.
Carolina penalty, number 88. 2 minutes for cross-checking.
John McIsaac and Francois St. Laurent on the call tonight. There's your cross-check.
See, but this habit's going to go away. Now, this is the thing we talked with Rod Brindamore about this morning. If it comes from the glove, now that comes from the stick. John McIsaac is absolutely right. But you still want to battle. If that push comes from the glove, not the shaft of the stick, I don't think you make the call, but players will adjust.
Yeah, you saw there was some separation there, and this is going to be something that their instincts will eventually take over and shift. When they're conscious or in the battle, it's hard sometimes to lay off, and that was a good call. And all you want to see from the officials, which is a good call there, is consistency in that call.
Now Nashville gets their first power play of the night as the shot's deflected onto the score. The Predators were 3 for 15 with a man advantage so far this preseason through 4 games, and now you can make them 4 for 16. As the shot was deflected and gets past Ronson, it's a 2-1 Predators lead.
Well, it starts here with the battle in the face-off circle, and this is always such important key to that success of the power play is getting possession. And right here, I like the movement down the wall. Johansson takes it down the right side, up to Roman Josi, and he sees traffic there. He's got Yakov, Trent, and Matt Duchesne high screen, and just gets it through. No chance for Ronta here, as Yakov Trent does a great job taking his eyes away. And this is important. I know it's preseason, but the Predators need to score on the power play. You see 3 players we talked about, Duchesne, Forsberg, and obviously Josi and Johansson out there. Nice play right there. Simple hockey.
It didn't take long for Nashville to open the scoring in the first period, and it didn't take them long on their first power play. Now the puck comes in offside against Nashville. Stopping play with 17:11 to go here in the second period.
Well, you need Duchesne going if you're going to be successful if you're a Nashville Predator fan. The thing I noticed was to compete to come up with that offensive zone power play faceoff. It was really close because watch the glove eventually of Duchesne. Does he use his glove? No, he doesn't. Had he used his glove, that could have been a penalty. Big time compete from those 3 forwards to come up with possession of power.
This is out of the box, and he's out there on the line of Jesperi Kokaniemi and Sebastian Aho, and then Natchez. Looked like he could have played shortstop for the Yankees there tonight with that play at the blue line. Gets it to Svechnikov, now back to Natchez. To Svechnikov, throws it through the blue paint, trying to get it to Aho. Aho gets a stick to it, but it goes behind the net. Fences with Carrier. Natchez comes up with a loose puck. They'll send it for Slavin. Slavin wrists one that goes wide of Saros. Svechnikov and Josi battle. Kept in by Slavin. Now the puck will find its way to center ice, and good work done there by Granlund to throw the puck back into the Hurricane zone. Cal Granlund with a big 4-year deal this offseason, $20 million value. There was a lot of talk he might be moved at the trade deadline last year, and now he ends up staying in Nashville, Mace.
Yeah, he really forced their hand when they started winning hockey games.
Shot right on, and Jesper Foss put a backhand that Saros has to have an answer to. The puck will stay along the corner. Afanasiev gets it to Benning, who will throw it around the corner. Now back to Afanasiev. Just chip it out. Carolina waiting, and C.J. Smith throws it back in. Opportunity there for Jeremy Davies, who we saw a good deal of last season down the stretch. Promising offensive defenseman for the Nashville Predators. Nashville back in as Sissons throws a pass, looking for Afanasiev, and he can't handle that, but Ethan Bear can for Carolina. To Kokiniemi. Kokiniemi drags, waits, gets the puck across for Stahl. His shot. And it's a body, doesn't get through, and Sissons will pick it up and throw it to the corner. Fabro try to clear. He'll get help from Sissons. Tony D'Angelo will pick up the loose puck. 15-10 left here in the second period.
Nice block there from Trennan on that shot.
Now Teravainen, top of the circle, leaves it for D'Angelo. Nice backhand pass across the way for Slavin. His low shot, deflect off of Stahl to Teravainen. He'll throw it right back to the point where Slavin has it. His shot deflects, and that'll go into the net, stopping thing with 14:55 left in the second.
I really like Trennan. He had the net front on that power play goal. Impressed me last year. Your thoughts?
Well, he's part of the herd line, and we call him the Yak. They've all got nicknames, and he's just a big body. He's got a lot of skill, but he has that willingness to play that physical game. He's not scared of anybody. His first year in the league, one of his first games, he ended up fighting Zdeno Chara. We all know what a challenge that is, but he's absolutely fearless. He plays the game the right way, and on there he got an opportunity in the power play. You need that net front presence to score in this league.
He's different than a lot of Russian forwards because he plays a power forward game. He played in the KHL, of course, the NHL. Gosh, I think he's better suited for the National Hockey League.
6'2", 201, and not afraid to, as Chris Gibson and Jared Gregson just told us, use that frame to get in those spots to score goals here in the NHL. Now D'Angelo throws one that Saros gets a glove to, as quick wrist shot there by the Canes defenseman is handled. Now Niederreiter takes a shove behind the net. Niederreiter out front. Will be worked across to Jarvis. Jarvis throws it in the corner. Drury can't handle it. D'Angelo was sneaking in, too, from his defensive position. Good read there, but nothing comes of it. Now Jarvis back into the Nashville zone. Backhand. He'll put one right on. Saros has to make the save. Puck will find Benning. And Nashville looking to clear, and they will. As you know, deflects it to the red line. Right back into the Nashville zone for Carolina with Jarvis. Jarvis looking for some help. Niederreiter will give it to him. He delivers a big hit on Ekholm along the boards. Now Grimaldi has it through center ice to Jeannot. Jeannot to Johansson, but he can't complete the pass, and the Canes Svechnikov takes advantage. Into the Predator zone. Trying to thread the needle, but that is going to be intercepted. And now a chance for a breakaway, just a little too far. Duchesne couldn't catch up to the pass, just about an inch too far for Duchesne there. Now Carolina back the other way. Aho uses his body to fend off. Carry out in front of Natchez. What a play by Saros! As Natchez on the backhand had an opportunity, and a penalty will be coming up. The Canes will be going on the power play. Carolina almost tied this one. We've seen Aho and Natchez make beautiful music before. This would have been a tying tune. At PNC, we understand the needs and aspirations of every customer are unique. That's why we offer products and services that can help you gain the confidence you need to make important financial decisions no matter what stage of life you may be in. Whether you're interested in a checking product or planning for retirement, PNC is committed to creating innovative tools that help you make the most of your money and your financial future. Visit pnc.com/insights to learn more. PNC Bank, proud to be the official bank of the Carolina Hurricanes. PNC Bank, National Association member FDIC.
We know that juicy, cheesy, grilled to perfection burger sounds amazing, but it does sound like something is missing. Pepsi, baby! The yin to this burger's yang. Burgers and Pepsi go together like burgers and Pepsi. This perfect blending of flavors makes every bite of lettuce, every sesame seed on the bun, and every sip of that crisp, refreshing, ice-cold cola a journey to Fruitopia. Burgers, better with Pepsi. That's what I like.
Is that the sound of an ooey gooey cheesy crunchy slice of P-I-Z-Z-A? Obviously. But as good as that sounds, we think it can get even better. Oh yeah, that's the sound of a freshly opened fizz-filled Pepsi. The only thing that can take this flavor medley of crunchy dough, mouth-watering cheese, and savory sauce to the next level. How about another bite? Pepsi and pizza sound like a match made in heaven and taste even better. Pizza, better with Pepsi. That's what I like.
Hurricanes going on the power play, 13:28 to go in the second period because Philip Forsberg had to hook and slow down Marty Necas and Sebastian Aho trip.
Well, Aho makes the critical play. Quick pass indirectly. And Aho, that's just hockey sense, recognizing where Necas was going to be. And Saros with those quick feet that Chris Mason talked about between periods goes to work.
Yeah, and you see Saros, what he does so well in this situation, he keeps his upper body, which allows him to push his blocker forward, and it takes away the aerial angle. Necas made a great move there, but Saros' blocker positioning allowed him to make the save.
As the Canes on the power play, it is a Canes Powerball power play. Their second opportunity of the night. Powerball power play for the Hurricanes. They're 0 for 1. Karavainen with the puck for Aho. D'Angelo. Cross for Svechnikov. His wrist shot right on. Rebound opportunity. Jarvis knocks it wide. D'Angelo settles. Karavainen. Go down low to Aho. Jarvis. His snapshot is blocked by Sissons. D'Angelo for Svechnikov. His shot will hit the body of Fabro. D'Angelo deep in. Teravainen tries to get it back to D'Angelo, but it'll elude the Canes defenseman. 45 seconds gone in the Canes power play opportunity.
The Jarvis Carpe Diem portion of the tour continues. I mean, his battle in front hits the bar.
And now it looks like the Canes power play will be coming to an end as two fellow countrymen get tangled up at the Canes blue line. Andrei Svechnikov with Yakov Trenin. We'll wait for the call.
Well, Svechnikov obviously is going to have to be more disciplined this year, but his stick's on the ice there. I don't think that he even came off the ice. Prior to that, Jarvis, attacking side of the puck. Legally on top of the crease, quickly locates in one swipe and finds the far post. He continues to impress.
Well, especially with the net front, the willingness to go there and a player with the skill level to be able to get a stick on that puck and get an attempt. Again, this is why I love when coaches give guys an opportunity to make these decisions hard, and he certainly is.
And now we have 4-on-4 hockey for 1 minute and 6 seconds as the Nashville shot goes wide of Antti Ranta, and Brett Pesce will handle that. The other thing about Jarvis, too, he played 9 games in the AHL last year. The Canes, of course, with everything that happened with new protocols and whatnot, didn't have to send him to junior right away. Didn't know if there would be a junior season. He had 7 goals and 4 assists in 9 games in the AHL. We know Nashville and the Hurricanes split the Wolves. Now it's Necas trying to split the defense of the Predators. To Pesce. Pesce shot right on. And Saros blocks it off the chest. Stahl tracks down the rebound. Stahl with a lead for Necas. Necas to Pesce. Excellent work done there at the top of the dots by Tolvanen. And Trip, Jordan Stahl, what more can you say about the Canes captain?
Well, I'm thinking about the last time we saw Nashville in this building in person. It was Game 5 and 4-on-4 hockey, which it is right now. Jordan Stahl pushed off of Ryan Johansson and batted it home. And on this big night where the Red Sox and Yankees are playing, I said, I asked him this morning, I said, did you play baseball in Thunder Bay? He said, yeah, I played 1 year, but baseball was too slow for me. Well, that baseball bat scored a goal that will be timeless in Hurricanes history.
Well, he's batting 1,000 when it comes to that. There's 10 seconds left in the penalty to Philip Forsberg, and then the Predators will be going on the power play for 55 seconds. But a chance developing for Carolina is breaking in his Niederreiter. Leaves it across for Kokoniemi, who gets clipped up high, and that's going to be a short-lived power play for Nashville as the Hurricanes are going to make it 4-on-4. Kokoniemi taking a high stick off of Ryan Johansson. And we'll get 4-on-4 for 53 seconds.
Well, Boardwork leads to the 2-on-1.
2 minutes for high sticking.
Hear the announcement in the building, and Fabro does a nice job of making that pass difficult, but then gets reckless with his stick. But Kokoniemi goes to the front of the net. It was Johansson's stick, and then a slash on the follow-up. But good habits from Jesperi Kokoniemi. And again, playing with Jordan Stahl, I have my wonderful producer, Jim Malia, fresh off of Guns N' Roses, telling me from the truck, did I say it right? And the key is, in Finnish, yes, Barry, you pronounce the first part of the first name, you magnify that, and then it's Kokaniemi. And I'm still working on it, but I've come a long way since his rookie year, my first trip to the Bell Center in Montreal.
Trip Tracy the Linguician.
The Linguician. What's the hardest name you've had to pronounce in a Nashville Predator uniform?
Oh, geez, I just leave that to Willie and just ride his
Big Bill.
Yeah, Big Bill.
It's now 4-on-4 hockey for 29 seconds. Forsberg takes it to Antiranta, as he told us you have to roll the R's in the Finns.
Which I cannot do for the life of me.
I don't think we're expected. We North American players who play over in Europe. There's
I can't even whistle though, mate.
No,
if you dug him the linguician or whatever the linguician, you got to learn to roll the R's, Trip.
I'm going to have to.
This Harvard
that
guy
can lead to a lot of really good things for me. I got to learn. I'll talk to Auntie now that it looks like we're going to be traveling on the road this year and learn how to roll those things.
Now 15 seconds left in the penalty to Svechnikov in 4-on-4 hockey. Then the Canes will be on their third power play for the night. Sorry, Nashville fans, you are now officially 1 for 2 on the man advantage, even though I think there was about 4.5 seconds of a power play before the high stick was delivered by Ryan Johansson. But an opportunity for Roman Josi, and the captain of the Predators throws that right on to Antiranta, and he'll hang on. And the Canes on the Powerball power play for the next 61 seconds.
Power play favoring Carolina. Big difference in the series against Nashville. Then a huge difference favoring Tampa in the second round. Now, Carolina was 26% in the regular season last year. And the inclination, hampering down on cross-checks, power plays are going to be even more important, one would think, in execution the first couple months of this season coming up.
Absolutely. There's so much stress on 5-on-5 play and being responsible defensively and winning games on special teams. So, huge part of any team's success during the regular season. And you get in a rut early, you get behind the 8 ball, and it's tough to come back.
And the Canes are 2 for 9 on the power play so far in the preseason. In the 2.5 preseason games that they played, as we're at the halfway mark of the second period here, as Jordan Stahl has the puck taken away from him by Ekholm. A good play by Natchez. There's 35 seconds left in the Canes power play, and now Kokaniemi gets his body in front of the puck and works it around for Niederreiter. Niederreiter goes hard to the boards with Fabro. Stahl into the corner where Kokaniemi looks to help out. Now he'll come away with some open ice to get it to Natchez. Natchez, backhand pass, Kokaniemi. Back to Natchez. Up top for Pesce. Pesce to Kokaniemi. And then his pass is deflected. Good stick work done there by Grimaldi, and the Canes have to tag up, and they do. Right back in. Pass attempt, can't find Stahl. Nashville will handle it. On Natchez, the Nashville blue line chips it into the corner, and the power play is over. It's back at full strength. But Jesper Foss takes a pass into the dot. His shot is blocked by Jeannot. Bear has it for Carolina. He'll flip one. That'll go off of Kokaniemi into the corner. I think that got all the way through for Saros. Back in is Nashville. Need to relieve some pressure and send the puck deep into the Hurricanes end, where Bear will get to it. His stretch pass intended for Jesper Foss, deflected on Saros. He's got to be ready for that. Now a smart play by the Canes to throw it across the paint. Now Lorentz, the goal scorer for the Canes, knocks it away as Drury setting up that play. Slavin jumping in from his defensive position. Ian Johansson battle for it. Puck was scored free. Jeannot pushes it back into a mass of humanity. Back into the corner. Now at the top, where Foss works it for Bear. Bear puts one right on, and Saros will shoulder that and hang on. 8 minutes, 34 seconds to go here in the second period. A little feisty there, but a 2-1 Predators lead.
What's up? This is Riley. And a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A grilled chicken club sandwich is the applewood bacon. It's savory, and then it's also kind of sweet. And I think the combination of bacon with chicken and Colby Jack cheese, it just really knocks it out of the park.
Hey, I'm Tanea. A little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A grilled chicken club sandwich is the chicken. It's so juicy. It's grilled to perfection. I'm going to devour this sandwich.
Order the grilled chicken club sandwich on the Chick-fil-A app today. Real guests paid for their testimonials.
Canes fans, it's hockey season, and no matter how you catch the action, you'll be going top shelf when you enjoy the game with Woodbridge by Robert Mondavi. When you open up a bottle of Woodbridge wine, it's sure to be a game winner. Woodbridge has the smooth, fruit-forward flavors that have been a game day tradition for over 40 years. Find Woodbridge near you online at orderwoodbridge.com and add this fan favorite to your lineup today. Woodbridge by Robert Mondavi, a proud partner of the Carolina Hurricanes. Please enjoy our wines responsibly. Woodbridge Winery, Acampo, California.
Have you ever caught a t-shirt that fell from the rafters at PNC or shot out of Stormy's air cannon? Hurricanes alum Shane Willis here, and I know that it is always a big part of every Hurricanes home game, and it's all thanks to Raleigh Screen Print, a family-owned and operated business that will beat any online website price for bulk orders. That's right, unbeatable prices and designs on your everyday t-shirt or high-performance sporting apparel. Raleigh Screen Print has exactly what you need. To see all they can provide and get your unbeatable price quote, visit RaleighScreenPrint.com today.
As we welcome you back to PNC Arena, it's the Preds who have the edge in the second period. As the Hurricanes inch closer to a new season, it's worth looking back on the productivity of last year and some of the notable awards following the regular season. Obviously hanging up another banner in PNC Arena. Rod Brindamore winning Coach of the Year, which was a huge deal for this organization, and Jacob Slavin becoming the second player in franchise history to win the Lady Byng. So guys, quite a few notables for these guys. Chris Mason, how does that banner look from your view up there?
Oh, you know,
Pull the bar down. Yes.
You know how Nashville likes their banners. We've got lots of flack on that, but no, honestly, it was a great season by you guys last year. No question about that.
I kind of like that Central Division, how it shaped up, and the especially rivalry that seemed to be budding between the Hurricanes and Predators. And
it was.
You know, there's nothing wrong with hanging a banner or 3 or 9 of them if you're in Nashville, Chris.
Hey, you know, these accomplishments, you gotta be proud of what you did. I'm proud of it for the guys.
I agree. I try to hang a banner every day. My wife says you don't do anything, so this is pretty barren on the walls.
You can always find something. Feel good about yourself. Nothing wrong with that.
Mike, I did see it celebrating her birthday on Saturday, so you must be in her good graces. We've talked about Jarvis. The best line for Carolina has been Jarvis, Niederreiter, and Jack Drury. Jack Drury, he plays with bite. I've noticed every time in all 3 zones, before he gathers a puck, he takes a look. Now, I have bias based because his father, Ted, we're getting old, was my captain in college. I met Jack actually when he was about a week old. I have a picture of me holding him. He's already way more mature than I've ever been. And he continues to have a really good preseason. He has a bright future.
As he draws to the left of Antti Raanta, the Canes will push the puck out of the zone. Thanks for joining us here on Valley Sports South. Alongside the Nashville Predators analyst Chris Mason and Trip Tracy, and Shane Willis and Abby Labar, and Mike Maniscalco as the Canes with a sharp angle shot right on him. Saros will glove that, and you know, UC Saros, it's going to be, I would say, a tall order, but Chris, we saw last year he was more than capable of taking the reins in the net from Pekka Rinne for this team.
He really is more than capable. In the last couple of years, you could just see his game evolve and just his confidence, and he's mature enough now, and he's ready to take over this spot. Last year, he was up there, some of the best statistics in the entire National Hockey League. Should have been a Vezina finalist. But this is a guy that's ready for this. It's a new era. It's going to be a different feel without number 35 walking through the Pred head onto the ice. But this is UC Saros' team, and he's ready for this. And Pekka Rinne himself has been very vocal about that the last couple of years.
What a great partnership. Oh, great friends.
Amazing.
Competing for the net, but great friends. Why does Saros play like he's the size of Pekka Rinne?
Because he is the most technically sound goaltender in the National Hockey League. You know, he makes a lot of saves that look routine when they shoot for grade A scoring chances, but the control that he has over his body, his movements, and the ability to instantaneously react to a pass or a deflection, his focus, his preparation is just unbelievable, and he's coming in. There's a lot of pressure. There's no Pekka here. He can handle that. He came in, and now he's taking more of a leadership role. He's a quiet guy, but he's embraced this new change.
Now it's Natchez tracking down the loose puck for the Canes. It's deflected into the corner. Svechnikov to Natchez. Puck is worked around. And it's Fabro will come up with a loose puck, but Natchez was waiting to distract Fabro just a little bit, but he's able to get the puck across to Ekholm and clear. And again, Saros just 5'11",
Yeah.
But as
That's
Tripp
generous,
says,
isn't it, Mace?
But he's...
Is he 5'11"?
Yeah, he is. I've skated with him, and...
What are you?
I'm 6 feet.
Right.
Exactly.
Maybe when you had hair.
Well, true. When I had my hair and I styled it up like the cool people do.
the puck is deflected out of play. Your beard could get you at least an extra 2 inches there. For the Carolina Hurricanes, the season opener is coming up on Thursday, October 14th. We will have an hour Hurricanes live starting at 6 o'clock. Sebastian Aho and the Canes open up their season against Matt Barzal and the New York Islanders. That will be a great way to get reacquainted with the Metro Division, Trip.
I was thinking about it. Rod Brindamore's first game as coach, home and season opener, was against who? Barry Trotz and the New York Islanders. What a run they had. They pushed Tampa to the limit.
Yes, Fost pushing the puck into the Nashville zone. Fost trying to walk away from Sissons. There's it for Lorentz. Lorentz takes it away from Trenton. Bear backhands it. C.J. Smith tries to puck free the former Buffalo Sabre. Can't do that, and Nashville is able to send the puck to center ice where Kane Cole retreats for Carolina. When he's settled down, Lorentz throws it in the corner and uses his big body to chase his own pass. Away from Benning. Now Matt Benning, wily veteran, did a good job there in his 6th season. Shields off Lorentz, but the loose puck comes free, and Smith throws one right on, and Saros has to be spry, and he'll glove that one. A 2-1 Predators lead here with 5:35 left in the second in Raleigh.
Spectrum Paint. We're your locally owned Benjamin Moore retailer. We're your store for quality, with brilliant and durable paints in a variety of sheens and thousands of colors. We're your store for service, with one-on-one advice for contractors and homeowners. We're your local experts, and we're here to help you with all your painting projects. Spectrum Paint, official paint store of the Carolina Hurricanes. Visit SpectrumPaint.com for all 5 Triangle locations.
Hey Hurricanes fans, no matter how you celebrate game day, it's all about the food. And Harris Teeter has everything you need. Delicious subs and wraps, fresh hot store-made pizza, all sizes of party platters or ready-to-serve wing trays, just to name a few. Plus, with Harris Teeter fuel points, you can earn free fuel with every purchase you make, up to $1 off per gallon. Stop at your Harris Teeter for great savings on all your game day needs, or download the HT app to order ahead. Harris Teeter, where Hurricanes fans shop for groceries.
Have you ever caught a t-shirt that fell from the rafters at PNC or shot out of Stormy's air cannon? Hurricanes alum Shane Willis here, and I know that it is always a big part of every Hurricanes home game, and it's all thanks to Raleigh Screen Print, a family-owned and operated business that will beat any online website price for bulk orders. That's right, unbeatable prices and designs on your everyday t-shirt or high-performance sporting apparel. Raleigh Screen Print has exactly what you need. To see all they can provide and get your unbeatable price quote, visit RaleighScreenPrint.com today.
Even though the postseason series was 4-2 Carolina, the overtime craziness between the Hurricanes and Predators in the first round of the Central Division. Luke Cunning, by the way, got airborne after that goal, but the Canes captain Jordan Stahl with a huge game winner in Game 5, and then Sebastian Aho with a deflection to clinch the series for the Canes. That was a close series all the way throughout.
Look at that fire. Sebastian Aho. Mace, we were talking about it before the game. You've noticed it.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, you look at there's nothing better than overtime hockey in the playoffs. There's nothing better than playoffs than you put in overtime, and there was a lot of action. It was a great series in that regard. Luke Cunning there, you saw the fire in Luke Cunning, who will be an important player for the team this year as well. He had an excellent finish to the season, but there's nothing better than overtime in playoffs, that's for sure.
How about these two fan bases? Because with COVID precautions, 2 of the early buildings that allowed significant people in, I'm not going to tell you who they were, but Game 1 here in Raleigh, I got a bunch of messages saying, I wish we had this number of rabid fans.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
What did it ever speak, and safely so, volumes of Carolina and Nashville and their tremendous fan base.
Oh, my God. You know, there's no place like Smashville in the playoffs, let alone the electricity, the energy. Well, they're both amazing, and you could tell every single game, which made it so electric, and really, the hockey needed that. People needed that. Sports needed that. And to have everybody, you could see and just feel the excitement in the buildings, which was just incredible, and this year we'll be back to full capacity.
Trip, I know I can speak for us. One of the things that I missed for the playoffs playoffs last year was us being in Bridgestone. For that electricity, you and Willie being here in Raleigh. So hopefully we'll be able to experience that somewhere down the line again.
Absolutely.
Because that series, each building was electric. Each game got louder than the one before. And on the Jordan Stahl goal trip, I don't know how we heard each other after that one in the net. But that's what playoff hockey is all about, is Pesci now from the point. Wraps one right on Saros. And we really did love it. And you think about it geographically. Carolina and Nashville, they're kind of meant to be rivals. As Nashville's Forsberg tries to thread a pass, but that's intercepted by Teravainen up to Kotkaniemi. He'll step into the Nashville zone, takes a shot from Johansson. They'll lose the puck to Carrier, and he'll flip it out to the Kings' blue line.
Yeah, I mean, for all the fans watching in both markets, hang on, continue in a second.
Teravainen with the puck at the dot, stops. Get it to Shea, and Shea will lose an edge. No call. Will work its way to Pesci. He hammers one right on. Let it hit Forsberg. Teravainen keeps it in, but he throws it to the point. Nobody home.
So, for a long, long time, we've been part of the best sports region when it comes to television, that we're both under the same umbrella, but fans don't know that. But now, there's a genuine, real reason for the ties between our two markets. I mean, it's just super. I mean, love to be able to reach out to Commissioner Gary Bettman right now and somehow get us in the same division, because it was terrific. And it was a natural rivalry that it took a couple of decades to come to fruition, and it did so beautifully.
Well, logistically as well, there'd be shorter plane rides and all of that, and it should be. Nashville's right on the brink there if the league ever aligns. But, man, I tell you, I would have loved to be in this building during that series. I know how awesome Smashville was.
And Trip, you'll get to be in the building on Saturday, 4 o'clock, when the Hurricanes and Predators finish the preseason as Natchez spins and fires just wide. D'Angelo keeping it in. Looking forward to that broadcast as Willie Tonic will... Big Bill, is that what we're calling him now?
Big Rig.
He'll be there, and there's going to be some line dancing.
Oh, boy.
Cannot wait for that, although with those shoes that you're wearing, Mace. You'll look good no matter what you wear.
I'll pull out the cowboy boots for that one.
Now, as Natchez throwing out in front, Svechnikov can't connect. Either way, cannot wait to see this. I know that Trip will
be good. It'll be good. I never don't pump it up too much, but I trust my crew.
Now a long stretch pass. Stream in, and C.J. Smith right in up Charles. Rebound chance still loose. Jesper Foss gets a stick to it, and Nashville somehow survives and clears the zone.
Gorgeous pass from his own blue line at the end of his shift to create that from Jacob Slavin.
And now it's Lorentz setting it down for Foss. He'll get the shot back there, and Ian Cole's drive right on, and Saros will swallow that. 2:34 left here in the second.
Well, from the Carolina side of things, at the end of a shift, well inside his blue line, gorgeous. To C.J. Smith, who had a couple in Tampa. And now let's talk about what you like from Saros here, Mace.
Well, I just like it was a nice move. You see Smith tries to open Saros up and slide it through the 5-hole. And just the body control, bringing that right leg and closing up the 5-hole. And then it's a battle. Look at all the gold jerseys there right around the crease to get that rebound out of there. But the Hurricanes putting a lot of pressure here the second half of this period.
You talked about his upper body on some of these breakaways. What do you like about it that gives him such lower body strength and coverage?
Well, when you have your upper body upright like that, it allows you to recover and allows you to make those secondary saves instead of scramble around. He doesn't scramble a lot, so he makes a lot of difficult saves look easy because of his body control.
As play resumes, 2 minutes 15 seconds to go here in the second period. Predators on a power play goal this period, up 2-1 over the Carolina Hurricanes. Jesper Foss collides with Ian Cole. Give the puck over to Matt Benning for Nashville. The Canes will now take advantage of a loose puck. As Cole trying to take the pass from Lorentz. He'll feed it back for C.J. Smith. Smith wraps one down low as Cole soccers it to UC Saros. Would have been good in England.
It would have been good in the NHL, too, because he did not... That skate did not come off the ice. Oh, that's a good goal. I think if that happens to find its way towards the net.
Yeah, that's a good goal. He just did a redirect there. And again, Saros was on top of that and had enough time. It was from far away enough from the net for him to be able to react and hold on to it. And as many times as Saros right now can hold on to that puck and slow down Carolina, it's a good thing for Nashville.
It's the Canes' 30th shot on goal here. They lead that category 30-20 over the Predators. But the most important stat in all of sports is is the score, and it's 2-1 Nashville right now.
Did you ever look when you were in the NHL up at the shot clock and say, well, I got 30 shots, just one goal, I've got a great save percentage night going, Mace?
Oh, absolutely. You know what's going on. Now the guys look up, watch their saves on replay. You got to build the confidence. So you don't look up, you let 5 goals, and it's halfway through the second period. You're looking at the coach.
Now the puck is loose in center ice, but even Bear tracks it down up to Jarvis. Jarvis across the Niederreiter, looking for Jarvis again, just behind the Canes rookie winger. Now right out in front, Niederreiter deflects it on, and Saros, deep in his crease, makes the save. Bear will get a stick to it as Carolina is sniffing all close of chances to try to get a goal, but Saros has shut the door.
And which line seems to be providing a steady diet? The Drury line.
Now Jarvis has got some room to work. He'll snap one, and that goes wide. Saros had to be ready. Drury tracks it down, but Carrier steps in front of the pass. 60 seconds to go here in the second period. Now Pesci working across to Shea, deflected into the Nashville zone. Now it'll give time for the captain of the Nashville Predators, Roman Josi, to survey the scene, and that's a smart player. He knows how much time's on the clock. There's no reason to rush anything, and 35 seconds remain here in the period. Now Josi, it was a long pass up to the Canes blue line where it was handled by Granlund for a second, and now Duchesne will get to it. Forsberg are crunched by Stahl. Jordan Stahl sealing off 2 players. He has some help with Brady Shea. Puck still loose in the corner. Under some skates somewhere. Now it comes free. It'll squirt across the Canes blue line. And there's 10 seconds remaining here in the second period. Good work by Ekholm. Just throw the puck back in deep in the Hurricane zone. Pesci wraps it around, and that's how the second period will come to. No, they're going to give an icing call with 0.7 seconds left. I thought we were getting out, but we got one more draw to get to.
Well, I assume Saros will come out. Mace, what would be the amount of time left on the clock that you would pull your goalie, that you know the defensive team can't win a draw and take advantage of the empty net? John Hines looks like he's going to go. What would be your barometer?
There has to be.
I'm at like 2.5.
Yeah, 2 seconds. It's just, if it ends up in the back of your net, you tie this hockey game.
They're going up to 1.5.
Uh-oh.
If this is a regular season game, John Hines has to be pulling Saros.
Possibly. But you're winning the hockey game. You're winning the hockey. Yeah, that's...
Stahl against Granlund. Great speculation.
Columbus took a chance when he sailed for America.
Coming up, we will hear from Seth Jarvis, the 13th overall pick from 2020, as he talks with Abby Labar. We will get some Canes and Predators season previews with Chris Mason, Trip Tracy, and Shane Willis, and we'll go over the second period highlights, where Nashville took the lead 2-1. Rod Brindamore has to like a lot of what he's seen. It's been a well-played preseason game, and after 40 minutes, it's Nashville leading the Hurricanes 2-1.
Join Bailey's Fine Jewelry for an extraordinary Rolex event, October 8th and 9th. We're flying in some of the most coveted vintage and current pre-owned models just for this event, including styles like the Rolex Daytona, Submariner, and iconic collector pieces like the Pepsi and Hulk, just to name a few. Collectors and first-time buyers, this is the watch event you will not want to miss. 2 days only, Friday, October 8th and Saturday, October 9th. Bailey's, Village District in Raleigh.
Man, how can you afford gas for that big SUV? I pay less for gas than everyone else. I got the free Get Upside Gas app and get up to 25 cents a gallon cash back every time I buy gas.
Hold on. You're getting up to 25 cents off a gallon with the free Get Upside Gas app while I'm paying full price?
You know it. People earned over $1 million last year. You just got to take a picture of your gas receipt and bam, up to 25 cents a gallon cash back.
You don't have to tell me twice. I'm downloading the free Get Upside Gas app now.
Download the free Get Upside app now in the App Store or Google Play to save up to 25 cents a gallon when you buy gas. Use promo code GO for a 25 cent a gallon bonus on your first tank. That's up to 50 cents a gallon on your next tank. Just download the free Get Upside app at the App Store or Google Play and use promo code GO. Save money on gas on every fill-up. Just download the free Get Upside app and use promo code GO. That's G-O. Visit getupside.com for terms.
Second intermission brought to you by PNC Bank. Alec Campbell with you here inside PNC Arena. Well, the Carolina Hurricanes find themselves down 2-1 after 2 periods of play here at PNC Arena. The Nashville Predators, tough start to the period for Carolina, unable to capitalize on the remainder of a power play. They then gave up a power play goal after a Martin Natchez cross-checking call. We saw a good bit of 4-on-4 play, but overall, the Hurricanes had the edge in shots and scoring chances. They find themselves down. The Jarvis-Drury Niederreiter line has been good. They had a couple of good looks late in the period. Andrei Svechnikov whiffing on the puck in the slot. Might have been deflected. C.J. Smith with a breakaway-esque type chance turned away by UC Saros. Jarvis has created a couple of chances. Hurricanes looked pretty good all in all in the second period, but they find themselves down 2-1. We're going to hear the second period highlights coming up here in a little bit. We'll talk to Corey Lavalette of the North State Journal. Full NHL scoreboard and statistics also to come. We'll take a break, come back. Second period highlights next.
At PNC, we understand the needs and aspirations of every customer are unique. That's why we offer products and services that can help you gain the confidence you need to make important financial decisions no matter what stage of life you may be in. Whether you're interested in a checking product or planning for retirement, PNC is committed to creating innovative tools that help you make the most of your money and your financial future. Visit pnc.com/insights to learn more. PNC Bank, proud to be the official bank of the Carolina Hurricanes. PNC Bank, National Association, member FDIC.
We know that juicy, cheesy, grilled to perfection burger sounds amazing, but it does sound like something is missing. Pepsi, baby! The yin to this burger's yang. Burgers and Pepsi go together like burgers and Pepsi. This perfect blending of flavors makes every bite of lettuce, every sesame seed on the bun, and every sip of that crisp, refreshing, ice-cold cola a journey to Foodtopia. Burgers, better with Pepsi. That's what I like.
Is that the sound of an ooey gooey, cheesy, crunchy slice of P-I-Z-Z-A? Obviously. But as good as that sounds, we think it can get even better. Oh yeah, that's the sound of a freshly opened fizz-filled Pepsi. The only thing that can take this flavor medley of crunchy dough, mouth-watering cheese, and savory sauce to the next level. How about another bite? Pepsi and pizza sound like a match made in heaven and taste even better. Pizza, better with Pepsi. That's what I like.
Second intermission brought to you by PNC Bank. Canes down 2-1 for the Nashville Predators after 40 minutes of play. And it's time for the second period highlights brought to you by Spectrum Mobile. Nashville took a 2-1 lead at 2:32 of the second period on the power play. Roman Josi point shot. Matt Duchene with a deflection in the high slot gave the Preds a 1-goal lead.
Now Nashville gets their first power play of the night as his shot's deflected onto the score. The Predators were 3 for 15 with a man advantage so far this preseason through 4 games, and now you can make them 4 for 16. The shot was deflected and gets past Ronson. It's a 2-1 Predators lead.
Canes trying to even it up a little bit later. Martin Natchez in on a breakaway. Gets the shot off, but taken down by Philip Forsberg, saved by Saros, and it sent the Canes to another power play.
Duchene couldn't catch up to the pass, just about an inch too far for Duchene there. Now Carolina back the other way. Aho uses his body to fit. Now carry out front to Natchez. What a play by Saros! As Natchez on the backhand had an opportunity, and a penalty will be coming up. The Canes will be going on the power play.
And then it was C.J. Smith and Jesper Foss trying their luck. UC Saros said no once again.
My favorite, I don't pump it up too much, but I trust my crew.
Now a long stretch pass. I'll stream in, and C.J. Smith right in up Saros. Rebound chance, still loose. Jesper Foss gets a stick to it, and Nashville somehow survives and clears the zone.
And so that's how it happened in period number 2. It adds up to a 2-1 Nashville lead. Download the official Carolina Hurricanes mobile app today to be the first to receive breaking news, ticket offers, video highlights, merchandise offerings, and more. Download the NHL app in your mobile device's app store and select the Hurricanes as your favorite team to begin enjoying all of the benefits and becoming a Hurricanes mobile app subscriber. Talk to Corey Lavalette of the North State Journal next.
So the dream was to build your very own law practice. Be your own boss, call all the shots. But have things like billing, HR, timekeeping, and all the other management stuff turned your dream into a nightmare? Take charge of your practice with Lexicon. We're the intersection of practice management software and legal support services for your firm. You'll get more billable and livable hours back. Lexicon marks the spot for all your practice management needs. Visit lexiconservices.com/intersection to get the whole story or schedule a demo.
Research shows that people remember radio ads with British accents. So to help you remember that Liberty Mutual Insurance Company customizes your home insurance so you only pay for what you need, take it from a Brit.
Oi, barmy insurance bloke stodging dosh out your pocket. It's barmy. Liberty Mutual won't leave you skint, mate.
Can you just say Liberty Mutual customizes your home insurance so you only pay for what you need?
I think that's what I said, you blooming...
Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Second intermission brought to you by PNC Bank. Alec Campbell with you here inside PNC Arena. Canes trailing the Nashville Predators 2-1 after 2 periods of playing. It's time to check in with my man, Corey Lavalette, North State Journal. Follow him on Twitter, at Corey Lav. All right, man, third preseason game. NHL lineups. Well, NHL-heavy lineups, let's say, for both teams. What stood out to you so far through 2 periods?
Well, that looked a little more like Hurricanes hockey, I think, in that second period. I think the one thing that hurt them was that there wasn't a whole lot of 5-on-5 time. They only played 11, 12 minutes at 5-on-5 with all those penalties that were thrown in there. But when it was 5-on-5, the numbers were really skewed in Carolina's favor. You could see the rust and a little bit of, getting to know each other, especially with all the new guys. But I thought it was a pretty good period despite the, giving up a goal and not scoring any.
Corey Lavalette, North State Journal, is here. It doesn't seem like there are many spots to earn for some of the young prospects. And I've liked Jack Drury through 3 games. I mean, I didn't see the game on Friday night, but he was noticeable last Tuesday when they played. They've been noticeable tonight, the Nino, Jarvis, Drury line. Does anyone have a chance to make the team that's not, already sort of a veteran that's been brought in or someone who's been here with the Hurricanes for a long time?
I think they could make room for Jarvis if they had to. The thing with Drury is it's not hard to send him to the AHL. And then if you have an injury or you feel like you need a little boost or he's tearing it up down there, you can always give him a look, and there's no worry about waivers. With the Jarvis thing, you've got to deal with the fact that he's got to go back to junior this year. You could give him the little 9-game showcase here. And, there's no reason he couldn't be on the third line in Jesper Foss's place and move Foss to the fourth line. And, I don't think it's a bad situation. It'll be interesting to see how they do it. The good news is I think you get to the end of the year this year, and when his junior season's over and you're getting ready for the playoffs, he could come here then. And all of a sudden, it's almost like you're adding an asset at the trade deadline. And, I think for those who have watched him play, I feel like he's pretty close to being an NHL player at 19.
Corey Lavalette, North State Journal, is here. Tony DeAngelo playing on the top pair with Jacob Slavin tonight. What do you think the plan is for DeAngelo once the regular season rolls around?
I think he'll be back where he was to start with Ian Cole. I think Ethan Bear is going to get the first crack with Slavin on the top pair. I think it makes the most sense right now. You can, the knock on DeAngelo on the ice has always been, the defensive game maybe isn't quite there. And that doesn't mean you can't have him on your top power play unit and have him score a bunch of points or, even have a chance to score a bunch of points on the third pair. So I think that's probably the best place for him right now, and you see how it goes. And, you have options. That's the best thing you can do is have options.
What are some of the other places just through 3 games now that have kind of stuck out to you outside of a Seth Jarvis or a Jack Drury? What's been kind of popping out so far to you?
I know I speak often of Steven Lorentz, but I think, he came into camp and he was probably competing with Josh Levo for that 12th spot, and I think he's clearly won it. I don't even know that Levo's the 13th forward right now. So, I think he's been really, really good. Jesper Foss, I think, has looked really, really good tonight. So, that stands out. Kotkaniemi, watching him tonight, I like the way he seems to be able to hold on to the puck, which I think is just a great asset. There's not a whole lot of, he might be stick handling a lot or whatever, but he seems to hold on to it, and he's good on zone entries and things like that. And I think that stuff's for an offense like this that wants to have puck control, wants to generate shots, wants to have possession. I think that could be a huge asset too.
Corey Lavalette, North State Journal. All right, last thing for you. Antti Ranta is getting, I guess maybe a redemption start after giving up 7 on Friday night to Tampa. What's been your feeling on the goaltending battle so far through camp, and how has Ranta kind of redeemed himself tonight?
Yeah, he's looked better tonight, and that game the other night was a bit of a mess, and what are you going to do when Tampa runs out a lot of veterans and the Hurricanes ran out a whole lot of young guys? So it happens. It wasn't obviously nothing that he's proud of, but I think he's played better tonight against a team that really likes to get in the crease and, be in your face. Forsberg and Johansson and those guys are always right up in the goalie's grill. So I think it's a positive sign. You really can't fault them on either of the goals. I still think it's Frederik Andersen's crease to start the year. I think there's just more of a sustained positive play from him throughout his career, whereas Raanta has had moments, almost Peter Mrazek-like moments of running out these long runs of being really, really good. His big thing has been injuries, so we'll see how that goes, but I think Anderson's the guy to start the year as the number one.
Is it important to get Anderson one more start on Saturday, or might we see like an Alex Lyon who was dressed for every game but hadn't seen any time?
Yeah, Rod said earlier in the preseason he wants to give each of the two guys 2 starts. So I think we'll probably see Anderson, and that'll probably be more of a dress rehearsal. So,
all right, Corey Lavalette, thank you so much, man. I appreciate you.
Thanks, buddy.
Follow him at the North State Journal. Follow him on Twitter at Corey Lav. Carolina Hurricanes individual game tickets on sale now. Join the loudest house in the NHL by visiting hurricanes.com/tickets to select individual games that work within your schedule. Cheer on the Canes at PNC Arena as they pursue their 4th straight Stanley Cup playoffs appearance. That's hurricanes.com/tickets. We'll take a look at an NHL scoreboard and second period stats when we return after this from your local stations on the Carolina Hurricanes Radio Network.
Did you know the arrow in Amazon's logo represents A to Z? Maybe the My Computer Career logo should represent unemployed to employed. Ryan was out of work when he started classes in March. In September, he started his IT career, working for Amazon, making more money than he ever thought possible. Here's a prime opportunity. Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation today. You could start your new life as an IT pro in as little as 4 months. It's not rocket science. It's mycomputercareer.edu.
Snooze, you lose. Need a little incentive to get out of bed? Come to McDonald's and get a fluffy folded egg, savory sausage, melty American cheese, all nestled in griddle cakes. It's a sausage, egg, and cheese McGriddles for just $2. Breakfast, it's on at McDonald's. Get it via drive-thru or curbside pickup with mobile order and pay. Price and participation may vary. Mobile order and pay available at participating McDonald's. McD app download and registration required.
Second intermission is brought to you by PNC Bank. Alec Campbell with you here inside PNC Arena. 2-1 the score. The Predators with a 1-goal lead through 40 minutes here, preseason Game 3 over the Carolina Hurricanes. And it's time to take a look at some of the numbers. Through 2 periods of play, shots on goal in favor of Carolina, 31-20. Hits go the Predators' way, 21-18. Face-offs to the Hurricanes, 20-19. Canes winning at a 51% clip. Canes so far 0 for 3 on the power play tonight. The Nashville Predators are 1 for 2 on the power play. Let's take a look at a scoreboard. Bunch of games going on throughout the league. Islanders 2-0 over the Flyers. Panthers and Lightning. By the way, Islanders and Flyers just getting started in the 3rd period. Panthers and Lightning tied at 1, just underway in the 3rd. Sabres lead the Penguins 3-1, end of the 2nd period. And the Maple Leafs have a 5-2 lead over the Canadiens. Blues and Stars are scoreless at the end of 1. Golden Knights at the Avalanche tonight at 9. Kraken visiting the Canucks at 10. Kings home for the Coyotes at 10:30. So we are 2 periods down here at PNC Arena in Game 3 of the preseason. Ryan Johansson gave the Preds a 1-0 lead at 27 seconds of the first period. Steven Lorentz evened it at 1. And then Matt Duchene at 2:32 of the second made it 2-1. And we head to the 3rd. Mike Maniscalco, Trip Tracy on the call. Next.
Hey, Caniacs, this is Mike Maniscalco. This season, Vector Security is giving away a free home security system for life to one new customer every Friday. So if you're going to the game, watch for the Vector Security logo on the video boards throughout the arena and enter to win. Or you can enter anytime by visiting Vector Security on Facebook. As the official security partner of the Carolina Hurricanes, Vector Security wants to help you defend your house for life.
What's up? This is Riley. And a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A Grilled Chicken Club sandwich is the applewood bacon. It's savory, and then it's also kind of sweet. And I think the combination of bacon with chicken and Colby Jack cheese, it just really knocks it out of the park.
Hey, I'm Tanea. A little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A Grilled Chicken Club sandwich is the chicken,
It's so juicy. It's grilled to perfection. I'm gonna devour this sandwich.
Order the Grilled Chicken Club sandwich on the Chick-fil-A app today. Real guests paid for their testimonials.
Who doesn't want to live their most spectacular life? The new Spectacular Riches Scratch-Off from the North Carolina Education Lottery has millions of dollars in prizes with riches everywhere. So you can make bling your thing, add glide to your ride, or even glitz to your grits. Spectacular Riches with over $100 million in prizes from $100 to $10,000. Riches are everywhere. Must be 18 to play. Approximate overall odds of winning are 1 in 4.26. Problem gambling helpline 877-718-5543.
Hey, Hurricanes fans, no matter how you celebrate game day, it's all about the food. And Harris Teeter has everything you need. Delicious subs and wraps, fresh hot store-made pizza, all sizes of party platters or ready-to-serve wing trays, just to name a few. Plus, with Harris Teeter fuel points, you can earn free fuel with every purchase you make, up to $1 off per gallon. Stop at your Harris Teeter for great savings on all your game day needs, or download the HT app to order ahead. Harris Teeter, where Hurricanes fans shop for groceries.
We welcome you back to the start of the third period. It's been an enjoyable night getting to see some newer faces for the Hurricanes taking the ice. One of those being Ethan Bear, who's had quite a productive training camp and quite a productive preseason both on and off the ice, guys. Ethan Bear proposed to his girlfriend Linasia yesterday at Shelley Lake, so we want to congratulate those two. I would say it's always a good off-season when you have some new bling on your finger. Am I right, Chip Tracy?
Congratulations to you too, LeBar Down. You just recently got engaged. I think Ethan Bear has looked more comfortable tonight than he did Friday in Tampa. I talked to him for a bit this morning. Now I know why he had such a twinkle in his eye, but I think he's had a solid 40 this evening.
Well, congratulations to Ethan and his fiancée, and good work by Abby to work in her engagement as well. That's a veteran move there for our reporter.
Well, I worked it in. You know, Abby and Chris, I don't know if they've set a date down in Amelia Island, and you know, Ethan Bear just scratching the surface. Abby. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh.
Hey, what's gonna happen when I change my last name? What happens to LeBar Down?
That's gotta stick. I'll find a way.
No, you hyphenate it. You go with the LeBar and then the hyphen, and Trip will still find a way to work that. Trust me, that's the way to go. As my wife's maiden name is that of very serious hockey equipment, Bauer, and that still gets worked in all the time. So, not that you guys use the Bauer stuff, or if you did,
yes, we did.
And now, free plug for Bauer Estates. We've got 45 seconds gone here in the third period. Carolina with the puck, working it for Slavin into the slot. An excellent stick work there by Duchesne to knock it away. So seriously, congratulations to Ethan and his fiancée and Abby and her fiancé Chris. And Trip, that just means you're the last one left. So no
people
pressure.
have given up hope on me.
Not me. I'm a believer. And here comes Andrei Svechnikov through the neutral zone into the Nashville end. Blows the tire and throws the puck into the corner. Sorry, Mason, that you got involved in all of this, Mace. We owe you an apology for that.
Oh, I absolutely love it. This is with the gossip people right now, and I love it. I'm cheering for Trip.
Yeah, Mason and I have talked about this in California, New York, over a stogie or two.
Oh, yes, we have.
I want those transcripts. As a sharp angle shot by Ekholm steps up as he had drifted in from his defensive position, and Ronta with the save. And Carolina will send the puck into the Nashville end. Trennan backhands it out. Trip, one day. I've got confidence in you, my man. You're a catch.
Oh, I know that.
Or catch-22.
That's probably more accurate,
Could
Mace.
be, we don't know yet.
Davies with the puck, sends it to center ice and kicked into the game zone. Cole waits for it. He'll backhand it up high, and there is the newly engaged Ethan Bear with the puck, working away from Sessions. Smart play up forward for Jack Drury. Went too far. Benning knocks it down back into the Cane zone, but Nashville's offside.
Mention how good Drury's Niederreiter and Jarvis through two periods. Jack Drury has won 5 of 7 faceoffs, so that's a good sign.
Now Bear's long pass for Jarvis can't be controlled, so Nashville coming the other way, and Ian Cole steps into his man at the blue line as Trennan taken down heavily. Carolina gets to the puck. Now Trennan, with some bad intentions, goes back to Cole. Now they're pushing and shoving along the goal line. He throws a little cross-check on Cole. No call there. Roman Yossi with the puck on his backhand. And Jarvis It's the Nashville captain. Now Bear comes over to seal off Yossi, who's in deep from his defensive position. As we get a close-up look at the puck. And 6 players battling for it. Now to move free is Cole. Sticks it forward for Drury, and Drury smartly chips it up to Jarvis, who chips it into the Nashville zone.
The Stanley Cup champion that Ian Cole is, having won a championship in Pittsburgh. This may be a preseason game, but he does not know any other way. He will eat pucks. We noticed that his other preseason game here last Tuesday. He is just through and through character, will really help the penalty kill.
Mace, when you talk about players and their character and coming into a new room, every interview with Ian Cole, as the shot goes wide, he has mentioned that you're here to win the Stanley Cup. You play to win the Stanley Cup. And that, I know every player loves to have that mentality. As the Canes throw the puck just a little bit too fast for Jesper Foss, but you love to hear that a new guy coming in and say that's the goal.
Absolutely, and somebody that's actually done it. Obviously, that experience is just invaluable in a locker room for somebody that knows, when to push, when to lay off, and his words carry a lot of weight in that dressing room once he hoisted that Stanley Cup over the head.
Absolutely, that hardware goes a long, long way. Now the Canes looking to get equal here. 4 minutes gone by in the third period. A 2-1 Nashville lead. Slavin with a good move as he walked around Afanasiev. Puck will squirt free. Shea gets it to Kokaniemi. Back to Shea. Cuts in front. Saros with a save. And the Canes defenseman had jumped up in the play. Forsberg now on the puck for Nashville. We'll lose it. Center ice. Teravainen. Stop and start and get it to Kokaniemi, who slides it into the Nashville lane. Wrapped out, but stayed kept in by Shea. Now Stahl. His chance deflected to Teravainen. Teravainen off the boards for Kokaniemi. Ian Duchesne fence for it. It'll be a loose puck that's handled by Shea that goes wide. Forsberg trying to clear and get some help, and does. Johansson throws it to center ice. Now Forsberg and company push it further.
But there are no secrets between these two teams because you played in the playoffs and you played so much in the regular season. But you're going to play game 2 in Nashville for both teams. So you're looking to find tendencies, even in a preseason game, that can help here when it counts.
Aho to Natchez. Back for Slavin. His drive is deflected by Granlund. Aho tries to keep it in, but the bouncing puck comes out of the zone. 14:50 to go here in the third period. 2-1 lead for the Nashville Predators. Now Svechnikov in circle. Can't control the puck. Come loose. Tomasino backhands it up high. And D'Angelo.
Well, to your point, too, Triff, there's been a lot of turnover on both teams, so this is a good opportunity to find maybe areas you could exploit that weren't there last year. Chemistry hasn't yet been developed. So it is a preseason game, but there's a lot of importance in this.
Yeah, I saw Duchesne fly the zone on that last shift. If I'm Chris Uppheim, the longtime head video coach for the Hurricanes, I'm putting that on the reel that I'm showing before the game a week from Saturday. Game 2 for both teams. You guys will open against the Seattle Kraken. That'll be your game 1.
Yep, and I'm sure there'll be a lot of emphasis put on this game for the video purposes of their most recent personnel in the lineup.
And they'll tell us, because our television, we've had good replays or not, because video coaches always are talking about that. Thank God we have our elite producer, Jim Malia.
Now Jarvis in the corner, as the Canes have to navigate a broken stick, and now Niederreiter has it for Bear. He hammers one that goes over the top of Saros, and he plays it off of the wall. And we'll hang on to that. 13:44 to go here in the third period. And Ian Cole announcing his presence with authority in Raleigh. It's a 2-1 lead for the Nashville Predators here in the third. What makes us unique as individuals makes us stronger together. At PNC, we believe our differences make the difference in who we are as individuals. And when you bring together individuals from different backgrounds with unique interests and perspectives, we can do more, we can be more, and we can achieve more together. Visit pnc.com/diversity to learn more. PNC, proud to be the official bank of the Carolina Hurricanes. The PNC Financial Services Group, Incorporated, all rights reserved.
What's up? This is Riley. And a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A Grilled Chicken Club sandwich is the applewood bacon. It's savory, and then it's also kind of sweet. And I think the combination of bacon with chicken and Colby Jack cheese, it just really knocks it out of the park.
Hey, I'm Tanea. A little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A Grilled Chicken Club sandwich is the chicken. It's so juicy. It's grilled to perfection. I'm going to devour this sandwich.
Order the Grilled Chicken Club sandwich on the Chick-fil-A app today. Real guests paid for their testimonials.
Spectrum Paint. We're your locally owned Benjamin Moore retailer. We're your store for quality, with brilliant and durable paints in a variety of sheens and thousands of colors. We're your store for service, with one-on-one advice for contractors and homeowners. We're your local experts, and we're here to help you with all your painting projects. Spectrum Paint, official paint store of the Carolina Hurricanes. Visit SpectrumPaint.com for all 5 Triangle locations.
13:44 to go here in the third period. Ethan Bear trying to acclimate to new surroundings here in Carolina. Trip, what have you liked?
Well, I just think that he's visibly more comfortable than he was in Tampa on Friday night. And what can Hurricanes fans expect from Ethan as he gets more and more comfortable? He makes an excellent first pass. He's a good skater, so he shouldn't waste any unnecessary time at his own end. Depending on how quick that assimilation is, he'll play either with Slavin or with Ian Cole as he's playing with tonight.
Bear loads it up. His shot right on cue, and Saros makes the save. Bear acquired this offseason in exchange for Warren Fogle, who heads out to Edmonton as Bear comes here to the east. Bear with another chance. That shot is deflected, keeps it into the blue line, loads it again. That one's blocked by Trennan. Positions can't get it out. Lorenz gets to it. He's the goal scorer tonight for the Kings. Takes it behind the goal line. Fost stopping Trennan's opportunity. C.J. Smith gets it back to Bear. Bouncing puck goes wide of Saros. Lorenz skate to stick to Smith. He'll wrist one right on, and somehow Saros saw that, and he'll hang on with 13:07 left here in the third period.
Hard-working shift by Carolina on the forecheck involving the 2 defensemen. You know, Mace, when you played in preseason games from a physicality standpoint, because it's ramped up a bit here, it seems like, in that dimension here in the third period, how much of a difference did you notice?
Oh, at the end of the preseason, when you're playing with the big boys and you're going toe-to-toe, this maybe, I don't know if Saros will play on Saturday, but he's played 2 full games. When you play that first full 60 minutes, it drains you. But you want to be going into the season running and not limping along, kind of having doubts. And Saros has been fantastic tonight. It looks like both teams obviously came to play with a lot of intensity.
Now Cole keeps it in at the Nashville blue line. Vernacious giving for Svechnikov. Cole pinches in. Nashville is able to keep the puck moving, but it's Aho who gets to it for Carolina. Picked up by Bear. Vernacious. Vernacious off the boards, trying to find Aho using the backboards. A little too far. Nashville will send the puck into the Hurricanes' end. Vernacious will go pick it up. Now it's Svechnikov for Carolina. Quick up for Aho. Aho drips in. Vernacious throws it out front. Too far as Grimaldi will intercept that. 20 remaining here in the third period. Preseason game number 3 for the Canes. Preseason game number 5 for the Nashville Predators. Same 2 teams will be playing Saturday afternoon to conclude their preseason schedule. 4 o'clock start. You'll be able to watch it on Valley Sports South, and we'll be sending Trip Tracy to Nashville as the Predators now step into the Canes' end. Johansson, he's got a goal tonight. Behind the net for Forsberg. Tries to sweep it to the slot, but that'll be intercepted by Kotkaniemi. Send it cross corner to Carolina. Bennett gets there first. Johansson now. The install fight for it. Loose puck finds its way to Davies. Davies spinning around from Stahl. He'll use the glass. But Shea on the puck now for Carolina. Get some help from Stahl. Still a loose puck. Nashville's got to tag up. So that gives Carolina some time to reestablish. Kotkaniemi. Across for Pesci. Pesci gains center ice. We'll wrap this one in. Gary tries to get help to clear it. Kept in. It's Niederreiter at the point. Now it's Pesci looking for Jarvis across for Shea. Shea dances in. Niederreiter's stick explodes as he was trying to load up the howitzer from the blue line. Now Yossi with the puck for Carolina overstrides that, allowing Jarvis to clear it up forward for Niederreiter, who's got a new stick, and he comes into the Nashville end. Carrier, though, deflects the pass into the corner. Be picked up and handled there by Tolvanen. Now Nashville looking to clear.
Nice little play from Jack Drury as Nino got his new stick from equipment manager Bob Gorman to allow Nino to come underneath the puck with speed to neutral zone.
D'Angelo comes off Sessions. Throws the puck around for Slavin. Slavin's cross ice pass too far for Lorenzen. That'll be icing on Carolina.
Sebastian Aho did a lot of good other than his training in northern Finland and Oulu this summer, because along with former Hurricane Jussi Jokinen, among others, Pekka Rinne, one of the founding members, they raised a ton of money in late August for children's charities in Oulu. You played with Pekka Rinne, the American League and in the NHL. What will you remember most about him as a teammate?
Just how genuine of a person he is. He's one of the best people I've ever met. Maybe I'll elaborate more. Here we go, no scoring chance. But he's just really, what you see in his interviews is who he is. He's just the salt of the earth, one of the best humans I've met. And that's what his legacy is. His on-ice success speaks for itself, but the person that he is and what he means to the community and as a friend to me is what I'll always remember him, and hopefully keep in touch with him. It's a big year for the recognition of number 35 in Nashville.
Well, his number goes up to at some point. That is going to be the definition of special to the ends of the earth in Smashville.
Yeah, absolutely. He wears his heart on his sleeve. He gets emotional. He's honest. He's accountable. He's just an all-around good human being.
The puck rolls into the Carolina Hurricanes netminder. Antti Raanta plays it in the trapezoid. Raanta with 20 saves tonight. Bounce back performance for the Kings netminder after allowing 7 against Tampa the other night.
Yeah, I think his movements have been good. You know, the Finnish goaltenders that continue with Pekka Rinne. Who was it he got pulled against? I think the Winnipeg Jets in a do-or-die Game 7. He got pulled, and there he was. It had to be so disappointing for him, but he's rooting on the team. Anybody can get through the good times. That always has stuck with me about Pekka Rinne.
Yeah, absolutely. And what a moment you guys witnessed. You guys were here, obviously, in the broadcast, but his last game in Nashville, at the time we didn't know it was going to be his last game, but it was such an organic, authentic moment, and just the love between the fans there in Smashville and Pekka.
And we can talk even more about Pekka Rinne, and we will when we come back. And we've got 9:05 left in the third period here. Nashville leads the Kings 2-1.
There's never been a better time to switch to Spectrum Mobile. You could save hundreds of dollars on your mobile bill. Plus, there are no added taxes, hidden fees, and no contracts. Try the Spectrum Mobile Savings Calculator today, and in 3 easy steps, you'll see how much you could save by switching. Visit SpectrumMobile.com/save. Spectrum Internet required. Savings may vary. Restrictions apply. Visit SpectrumMobile.com/save for details.
NHLShop.com, the official online store of the National Hockey League, and the world's largest selection of officially licensed NHL fan gear, with unique one-of-a-kind designs by Fanatics, Adidas, and all the latest styles for every NHL team. Don't miss out. Shop now and get today's special offer. NHLShop.com, a Fanatics experience.
Who doesn't want to live their most spectacular life? The new Spectacular Riches Scratch-Off from the North Carolina Education Lottery has millions of dollars in prizes with riches everywhere. So you can make bling your thing, add glide to your ride, or even glitz to your grits. Spectacular Riches, with over $100 million in prizes from $100 to $10,000. Riches are everywhere. Must be 18 to play. Approximate overall odds of winning are 1 in 4.26. Problem gambling helpline 877-718-5543.
9:05 left here in the third period. Nashville leads the Carolina Hurricanes 2-1. Chris Mason on the broadcast with us from the Predators side of the fence.
Let me talk about Alex Carrier for a minute here, and what a story he's been. Been a lot of years in the Milwaukee Admirals. He's a leader. He's a captain down there. He had a cup of coffee a few seasons ago. Got a couple games audition. Riddled with injuries. Alex Carrier comes up last year and just storms onto the scene. By the end of the season, he's playing with Roman Josi. That's likely who he'll start the season with, playing on the top pair. But there's a lot of games where he logged more ice time than any other player on the roster. His defensive details and the execution of the defensive zone, and not only that, but his ability. He's just got that confidence. A little bit of an older veteran that got called up, and the ability to contribute offensively too. So look for big things and a great story with Alex Carrier.
Scored his first NHL goal last year on the 13th of March against Tampa Bay. And that was we talk about a weird season for everyone. Seemed every week Nashville had to dip down to Chicago or somewhere to find somebody to play it seemed for John Hines' team.
Well, and it ended up a blessing because you get a guy called up in the middle of the season, they get 1 or 2 games, you don't really see what they can do, but a lot of these guys got long looks and great auditions and did very well with their opportunities.
Really changed on that 8-game road trip that started in Dallas. The second game was here. Everybody pounded out Nashville, and with all those injuries, did so well on that trip that the march was on. The benefit of the American Hockey League, Nashville and Carolina split in Chicago, but Milwaukee has been excellent developing players for a lot of years.
Now it's Nashville in the Kane zone. Granlund lays off. Shot deflected right on. Ronta with a save. Still loose out in front. Canes will get a stick to it. Slavin will knock it out of the zone. Excellent save there by Antti Ronta. His best stop of the night.
He's been good. I mean, the first goal that was scored by Johansson, the first shift of the game, he made an excellent first save. No chance of the power play goal with Trennan's screen. He has definitely looked like he is much more back to form in this game than Friday night.
Niederreiter using some physical play to keep the puck moving. Where Seth Jarvis gets to it. The point for Slavin. Slavin deflects it to the corner. Jarvis trying to get it to Drury. Drury loses an edge. Davies gets to it. Skated out. Far as center ice. 7:20 to go here in the third here. Slavin steps away from Afanasiev. Carolina into the Nashville end. Drury trying to hunt down the puck. Get away from Davies. Sissons and Niederreiter behind the net. Drury's there to get a stick on it. Still loose. Drury playing around for Niederreiter. Sissons, though, will get in the way of that. Send the puck to an open wing where Davies will track it down in Nashville. Tips the puck into the Hurricanes end. Ronta settle it down. Quickly plays it around for Ethan Bear. Official gets in the way, but Lorentz is able to bump the puck free. Now Cole has it for Carolina. Cross-ice pass for the Hurricanes. Jesper Foss streaks down the wing and beats Saros up high, and Carolina ties it with 6:38 to go here in the third period.
What a gorgeous pass in transition. Beautiful pass. Cole, head up. Terrific. To Jesper Foss. It's all about the pass. Ian Cole, flat puck, ice conditions, second half of a period. And Saros got a clean look at this. This puck didn't look to go end over end. He gets beat on the shorts. Maybe it glances off that stick. Yes, it did. That was all for me about the pass from Ian Cole.
How tough is that? You're expecting it, and then all of a sudden, there comes that fluttering puck at you. Well, if you're Nashville, they don't have time to think about it as the shot is put right on from the side. And good chance there by Forsberg, but Ronta calmly handles that. It's a 2-2 hockey game now.
Yeah, look at this pass, as you mentioned, Tripper. Beautiful, but watch this. As a goaltender, you're reading all the information right here. You got it, and you're trying to get that stick out, but it's a dicey play when you have to reach and the angle of your stick is out that because you get that elevation, and you can't read that as a goaltender with that much velocity.
I think if you're Roman Josi there, you just let him get a clean look at the shot.
You trust your goaltender. Yeah. Saros is probably going to make that save, but again, if you can block it, you try to do that, and he's so good at doing that. Just one of those instances, just overpowered his stick.
Now Duchesne with a couple of fancy moves, plays the puck off the corner, and he'll leave it there for Josi. Predators captain. Get it across for Forsberg. He'll wire one that goes off of Duchesne's shoulder, and that'll go over the glass and out of play with 6:01 remaining here in the third.
It's a debatable point because Josi's such a good skater. That shot would have been routine, but easily could have gone off his stick and into the netting above the net.
Yeah.
So you can argue it both ways. Jesper Foss, this is his first preseason game, and 79.8 miles per hour.
From that close. That's a high velocity, and for a goaltender, that's your worst nightmare. You just want to get that shot. You want to see it clean. Foss has time to wind that thing up and absolutely lambaste it. And that deflection was a tough thing for goaltenders to do.
Lambaste it.
Now it's Granlund keeping the puck in the Canes. It's a great word, Trip.
That's why I said it.
With your vocabulary?
Yes, exactly.
I listen to you all the time.
I have used the word lambaste a time or two. I don't know that I ever have on the air, and certainly have off the air.
Now, the Predators looking to regain the lead Stepping into the Canes end. Good work there by Colvin, but he'll lose the puck into the corner. Nobody was bamboozled there. The Canes will send the puck to Sebastian Aho. Aho with speed. Backing off the defense, throws one off of Natchez off of his chest. That goes high over Saros' crease. Now back for Cole. He fires one right on. Saros with a stout save. There, holding on to the puck for the Canes to Natchez. I'll leave it for Svechnikov. To Bear. Looking for Cole. Pass a little too far. And Nashville will just send this the length of the ice. That'll be icing with 4 minutes and 53 seconds left here in the third.
Jesper Fast is one of those players that every team desires to have. I mean, I oftentimes face, actually the majority of the time, I think that free agency is fool's gold. You overpay for players, but a season removed from locating Jesper Fast in free agency, I didn't even get a chance to meet him. This morning was the first time I met him because we didn't travel or see the team last year. Every year he was voted the most popular player by his teammates in New York. What a goal.
Now he is here in Carolina. This offseason that saw so many new faces come here, he was the only new face 2 years ago that the Hurricanes brought into the lineup. And now, Niederreiter trying to give the Canes the lead. Can't settle down the puck, but Cole keeps it into the blue line. Back to Niederreiter. Shoved by Granlund. Back to Cole. Looking for Drury. It'll come around the boards for Bear. Bear will pop it for Jarvis. He'll find Niederreiter. Niederreiter leaves it off for Cole. His shot right into the breadbasket and into the logo. And Saros will hang on. 4:21 to go here in the third. We're coming down the stretch. It's a 2-2 hockey game. What a pass from Ian Cole. And they call him Quickie, and he ties it at 2.
We know that juicy, cheesy, grilled to perfection burger sounds amazing, but it does sound like something is missing. Pepsi, baby! The yin to this burger's yang. Burgers and Pepsi go together like burgers and Pepsi. This perfect blending of flavors makes every bite of lettuce, every sesame seed on the bun, and every sip of that crisp, refreshing, ice-cold cola a journey to Foodtopia. Burgers, better with Pepsi. That's what I like.
Have you ever caught a t-shirt that fell from the rafters at PNC or shot out of Stormy's air cannon? Hurricanes alum Shane Willis here, and I know that it is always a big part of every Hurricanes home game, and it's all thanks to Raleigh Screen Print, a family-owned and operated business that will beat any online website price for bulk orders. That's right, unbeatable prices and designs on your everyday t-shirt or high-performance sporting apparel. Raleigh Screen Print has exactly what you need. To see all they can provide and get your unbeatable price quote, visit RaleighScreenPrint.com today.
Canes fans, it's hockey season, and no matter how you catch the action, you'll be going top shelf when you enjoy the game with Woodbridge by Robert Mondavi. When you open up a bottle of Woodbridge wine, it's sure to be a game winner. Woodbridge has the smooth, fruit-forward flavors that have been a game day tradition for over 40 years. Find Woodbridge near you online at orderwoodbridge.com and have this fan favorite to your lineup today. Woodbridge by Robert Mondavi, a proud partner of the Carolina Hurricanes. Please enjoy our wines responsibly. Woodbridge Winery, Acampo, California. A 2-2 game here in the third. There's Andrei Svechnikov, who signed an 8-year contract extension this year. Trip and Mace, a lot of times when people say you get the big deal, you got to live up to it. Trip, I think maybe it's going to relieve some pressure on Andrei Svechnikov now that he knows he's going to be here and got the big deal.
Yeah, my biggest takeaways are, first, I love how much he loves being a Carolina Hurricane. And I love the fact that owner Tom Dundon and president and general manager Don Waddell, they worked hard to get it done so he wouldn't miss any of training camp. Because historically, if players miss any bit of training camp in the preseason, you're oftentimes cooked for that year. And I think last year, where there was a lot of adversity, will serve him very, very well. And the off-season training in Russia, I mentioned earlier, that will be a tremendous foundation.
Yeah, and I think when I look at a player like Svechnikov, obviously when he's fully engaged and his focus is in the game, he can be a dominant player. At times I felt last year we played you guys a lot, get off his game a little bit, but now that he doesn't have to worry about it, and people don't realize that stuff does weigh on your mind, that contract and where you're going to be, and the fact that he's able to get that security and be where he wants to be, now he can just worry about playing.
Now the Canes, Captain Jordan Stahl bangs it off the net, leaving it there for Carolina. It'll find its way to Shea, and his shot finds its way into the glove of Saros. 4 minutes exactly left here in the third.
Well, and adversity, I'm not going to run away from the fact that it was an adverse year. He had an excellent January. And then things fell apart, truthfully. And that's going to make him better. And the other thing about, the lucrative nature in 8 years, anybody that knows Andrei Svechnikov's personality, is the only thing that's going to change is he's going to become more confident. He is going to have an insatiable appetite to improve. And as I mentioned in our open, Jordan Staal thinks he's going to have a terrifyingly good year. And I'm of that camp. And you can say I said it here. I really think he's going to have a big season.
As the puck rolls into Ronta, and he'll glove that stopping play. 12 seconds gone by from the last time he brought in. And Mace, I'm with you. When you're thinking about that all year long, it can't weigh on you and take your focus away from him now. He just has to worry about getting better.
Absolutely. And you forget the challenges that these players dealt with all the protocols and all these different types of things, no fans in the buildings, and it weighs on you. These guys are human beings, and he's no exception. But now that's behind them, and now his contract's behind him, all you go out and play at the end of the day, and that's all you want to do as a player.
Jordan Staal was the fittest guy coming into camp, but Andrei Svechnikov was right there in the top 3 or 4 players from what I'm told, and that's not surprising to me. So he's done everything that you can control to give himself a chance to have a big, big year.
Head strength and conditioning coach Bill Burniston told me a great story about Andrei Svechnikov's rookie year. When the rookies come in and they put him on the bike and do all those tests, and everybody's usually doubled over afterwards. He said he put Andrei Svechnikov through the bike. He hopped off the bike and looked at him and goes, "What's next?"
Probably smiling.
Absolutely. So that's where Andrei Svechnikov is. Right now, we're in a 2-2 hockey game with 3 minutes left in the third period. Nashville snapshot in the slot. There's a good chance developed there for Rocco Grimaldi. And Ronta, who's had himself a good third period, makes another big save. On the 28th shot on goal for the Predators. D'Angelo trying to sidestep Grimaldi. Puck comes along for Yossi. Yossi for Carrier. Carrier pushed by Aho. Aho will get a stick to it and just shovel it to the corner where Grimaldi picks it up for the Predators. Back into the corner, and Natchez is there for Carolina. He'll give it away. Grimaldi spins and fires, but that misses the target. And there's Andrei Svechnikov to bat the puck into the Nashville zone and giving chase is Aho. So no icing. Aho on the puck. He's behind for Natchez. You can hear him calling for it. Now Niederreiter jumping on for this shift. Gives it to Natchez. Stopping and starting. Natchez looking for a little bit of help, and Davies tries to take it away, but Niederreiter was there to knock it back in for the moment. The puck will find Grimaldi, and he'll layer it into the backhand pass. This is everybody, and Tolvanen was finished heavily by Niederreiter. He's got the puck now for Shea. Shea at the circle. His shot right on, and Saros kicks the pad to it. A backhand chance thrown to the slot by Jarvis. Intercepted, and it was Tomasino who got to it. Nashville throws it in the Canes zone, but they've got to tag up.
That was a good save. By the way, one more note. Svechnikov playing with Natchez and Aho. These lines, it's a totally fluid situation. But can they be reliable in their own end if they play together? That's the big question mark there.
A minute 25 left here in the third period. 2-2 hockey game. Jesper Foss tied it up here in the third, and that's where we're at. Now Drury hanging out of the puck for the Canes to Slavin. Slavin chops one right on. Saros with the save. And Forsberg will get to the rebound for the Predators. They'll just clear the zone. Johansson deflects it for Forsberg. He'll try to get it in deep into the Hurricanes' end. Slavin waiting for it. 60 seconds remaining here in the tie game in the third period. Nashville goes for a wholesale change. Carolina's Slavin throws the puck forward for Teravainen, who kicked it into the Nashville zone, but no further. Right back out. Excellent read by Tony D'Angelo. He's taken down. And the puck will find its way across the Predator blue line. In the Hurricanes end. Puck will be fenced forward by Lorentz. Yossi comes up with it. 30 seconds remaining here in the third period. Lorentz and Yossi fight for it. Puck's left in the corner. Jeannot and Slavin. The puck will find Sissons, who came in from his spot. Now Carrier on the backhand, still with it. In on Ronta, still loose. It slides just wide as Trennan got to stick to it. Now he finds Sissons, who loads it up top for Yossi. His shot hammered right on. Ronta with the save. 9 seconds left. C.J. Smith will clear for Carolina. Nashville will settle down the loose puck. Yossi looks up, knows this game is heading for a little free hockey here in the preseason.
Very encouraging night for Antti Ronta. Very encouraging. Fighting through traffic. big-time flexibility with his lower body, locating pucks, desperation, and Mace is in our booth. He asked for overtime. He's going to get it.
We've got overtime with Chris Mason. We'll explain why he's here, and we got some 3-on-3 hockey to get to. It's a 2-2 game. Bonus hockey up next. Canes fans, it's hockey season, and no matter how you catch the action, you'll be going top shelf when you enjoy the game with Woodbridge by Robert Mondavi. When you open up a bottle of Woodbridge wine, it's sure to be a game winner. Woodbridge has the smooth, fruit-forward flavors that have been a game day tradition for over 40 years. Find Woodbridge near you online at orderwoodbridge.com and add this fan favorite to your lineup today. Woodbridge by Robert Mondavi, a proud partner of the Carolina Hurricanes. Please enjoy our wines responsibly. Woodbridge Winery, Acampo, California.
Have you ever caught a t-shirt that fell from the rafters at PNC or shot out of Stormy's air cannon? Hurricanes alum Shane Willis here, and I know that it is always a big part of every Hurricanes home game, and it's all thanks to Brawley Screen Print, a family-owned and operated business that will beat any online website price for bulk orders. That's right, unbeatable prices and designs on your everyday t-shirt or high-performance sporting apparel. Brawley Screen Print has exactly what you need. To see all they can provide and get your unbeatable price quote, visit BrawleyScreenPrint.com today.
Canes and Predators tied at 2 after 60 with Chris Mason and Trip Tracy. Guys, how did we get here?
Well, we got here nice and early. Ryan Johansson off a great dig out of the corner by Forsberg. Johansson goes in that, scores the goal.
Well, look at that effort from Roman Josi, but Lorentz and company, they just stuck with it. Jesper Fast, you would hear from him again. Mace, the power play.
Yes, the power play. Great draw. Josi to the net. Matt Duchesne with a high tip. 2-1 Preds at this point.
Defensemen must love coming to Carolina because you can get more involved offensively, even if you're a defensive defenseman like Ian Cole. Super pass. Josi trying to seal it. Goes off of the blade of his stick. Jesper Foss has had a heck of a night. Beats Saros on the short side.
By the way, kids, you saw that right from about 20 feet away. A hard piece of vulcanized rubber coming at 80 miles at your head. I'm with two goaltenders here in the booth. That's
I don't
what you
miss
guys
that.
want to do for
Tripper. I don't know about you. I don't miss those days. Kind of do, actually, but
I mean, the equipment has changed so much. You could get hit with a 110-mile-an-hour shot. You probably wouldn't feel it.
Well, I'd rather not test that out.
Oh, no, I'd rather do a myriad of other things.
Well, we've got overtime. Thanks to Chris Mason for joining us here from the Nashville Predators broadcast on Valley Sports South, as he's in the booth with us here tonight. And then on Saturday afternoon, Trip will be heading to Bridgestone Arena. He'll be joining Willie Donick as the Canes now stepping into the zone is Aho, trying to end this preseason matchup. But Forsberg takes the puck away from Aho. So at 4 o'clock, these two teams will conclude the preseason on Saturday, and Tripp will be with Willie and Mace. It's Forsberg skating into the Cane zone. Nice play by Natchez to knock it away from Forsberg, stopping that chance, and Forsberg goes right to the bench. Slavin calmly hands the puck to Sebastian Aho with Natchez 2-on-1. Natchez looking for Aho, drag shot right on. Saros with an outstanding save.
Saros was committed to the shooter.
Now Nashville perhaps 2-on-1 the other way. Granlund has it. That's going to be deflected by D'Angelo. Wraparound chance was put on by Granlund, and it was a big save by Ronta as he answers the Saros save at the other end. Now D'Angelo picks up the puck. 3 minutes, 35 seconds to go here, and we have had an entertaining 3-on-3 to say the least through 90 seconds. As Aho smartly leaves the puck for Ronta. All about puck possession here in 3-on-3 overtime, and the Canes have it now. It's Svechnikov, lowers the shoulder, snaps one, and that goes over the crossbar as he was trying to pick the far corner on Saros. The puck will come free, and it'll be Tolvanen. He doesn't like what he sees, and he'll back out of the zone.
For the billionth time, can I thank the NHL years ago for 3-on-3 hockey?
Honestly, was thinking exactly the same thing. It's one of the best decisions they made.
It's Grimaldi trying to spin away from Pesci. Nashville will just reload as Fabro is outside of the Cane zone. We'll get it up to Tolvanen. Tolvanen snap drag, but he can't get the shot through on Jarvis as the rookie's out there. Now Svechnikov sends it wide for Jarvis. He's got speed with Svechnikov coming with him. Jarvis, Svechnikov can't handle it. Pesci's chance. That's right on, and Saros makes the save.
What a play by Svechnikov to even make that play to lead Jarvis with the puck. Hockey sense, knowing it would lead to a 2-on-1. He nearly finished off the sequence.
2.5 minutes to go here in this overtime. All right, I'll say it. If all overtimes are this good, I'm for them every night. Now Nashville, it's Forsberg into the Cane zone. Got to get it back on the return feed, but it'll be Ronta who handles that. Trying to set it up front for Tomasino, and he scores! And that's how this one will end. Philip Tomasino on the doorstep takes the feed from Forsberg, beats Ronta, and the Predators will end up beating the Canes here in overtime, 3-2.
Well, Philip Tomasino, this is a big moment for him. This is a big training camp. By all accounts, he's expected to start on the opening night roster. He's had kind of a quiet preseason here, but he gets the opportunity to go out there in overtime here. You can see him follow up that play in the neutral zone, goes right back to the net, and you got to go back for the net. Right here, they win a battle. Forsberg gets it out to Tomasino. He finds himself in front of the net and just puts it through the 5-hole of Ronta. Good battle won behind the net by Forsberg.
I thought little things. Forsberg hanging onto that puck in the neutral zone for an extra split second, and then puck retrieval. He comes up with that puck. He didn't assume anything. He finds Tomasino, as you mentioned, a first-round pick. Ronta had looked briefly to the other side, so he might have been light tracking it. Ronta had a very, very good night. Tomasino, a first-round pick. You're right. That might do wonders for him.
Yeah, absolutely. Ronta was great tonight as well.
Yeah, it's a fun game. Chris,
guys,
great having you here in the booth.
Honestly,
we appreciate it.
Thank you so much. I had so much fun. This is awesome.
There you can see October 14th will be the season opener for the Canes, but on Saturday afternoon, 4 o'clock at Bridgestone Arena. Trip, you're going to have to pull up the bootstraps and represent us.
Ace, I'll be at your house for tea and crumpets. It's
I'll have ready for it, buddy. One jammer, just butter on it, buddy.
All right, pinkies out when you're drinking that tea, everybody. Well, it was just the third preseason game for the Carolina Hurricanes, but it felt like a regular season game with a dress rehearsal with all of the players in the lineup for both the Canes and the Predators. Steven Lorentz got a big goal for Carolina, but it was a power play goal that gave Nashville a lead. Coming up, it'll be a Saturday afternoon for the next time you will see the Canes and Predators. Final score here in overtime, Nashville beats Carolina 3-2. For Chip Tracy, Chris Mason, Abby LaBar, Shane Willis, and our fantastic crew, I'm Mike Maniscalco. Thanks for watching.
Hey, Caniacs, this is